Oh my goodness gracious, internet! If this is the beginning of the VOD, I am so, ugh, I am upset. And also, I just did a fight review for Ádám Borics for like an hour and a half. 5 of his fights. I just watched Clay Collard versus AJ McKee. I'm trying to do a film review before Costello. This dang Mercury in retrograde. I thought I had been streaming this whole time because YouTube showed me I was. I Whatever. You know what? I am gonna just move on and just hope that it's not all completely scuffed, but it might be. I'm just blame Mercury in retrograde.
We will start the main card with a banger. AJ McKee, 22-1 as a pro, welcoming one of the hottest, fastest rising stars in all of mixed martial arts to the PFL Smart Cage, Hughes, stepping up in competition for a lightweight showcase brought to you.
Okay, if you're just not clicking on the video or clicking on the VOD, I apologize that first 30 seconds. I'm trying to get my brain back together. I thought I was just streaming for 2 hours. YouTube was lying to me. Something happened. Whatever, we're going to keep it moving. We're doing a pre-fight film review for PFL Madrid, which is happening in just a few hours. We've got Ádám Borics going up against AJ McKee in the featherweight division, which we're doing the film review for right now. I did the Ádám Borics fights. I did 5 of them before, like an hour and a half. I hope it's going to be recorded somewhere, but if not, I might have to start it over. It could just potentially run it back, but it's already a little bit late. But anyways, and then after we watch AJ McKee's fights, we're going to watch Costello. Steenis is going to be going up against, why do I keep blanking on that? Fabian Edwards, yeah, for the PFL Middleweight Championship. That's going to be great. I really hope that my review for the Ádám Borics fights got picked up somewhere. That's pretty disappointing. But anyways, the should be all good now.
Taking his time coming down the ramp. He's had a very composed approach the entire week. For someone who is facing undoubtedly the toughest test of a very promising young mixed martial arts career, his composure has been absolutely incredible so far here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And he's just relishing this moment, listening to his own walkout song, singing along. He's either very calm right now or he's doing a good job of pretending.
I think he realizes that this is his opportunity, this is his moment to show people what he's fully capable of. He's been waiting for a moment like this, for the doors to swing open and for the top of the division to beckon him forward. But he's got to go through AJ McKee to do it, and that is no small task.
I will do my best, hopefully be able to salvage my
was one of the hottest free agents in mixed martial arts.
But if not, we'll probably watch another one. Maybe.
He elected to come to the Professional Fighters League. He made a brief debut in the Bellator cage and said, thanks for that. I'd like a big step up in competition. The promotion happy to oblige and offered him AJ McKee. No hesitation for him or his camp in taking that fight. And that, Randy, shows you the belief he has in himself, the belief his coaches have in him, and the belief that really all of Ireland has that he might be the next big thing out of that island nation.
There's absolutely no lack of confidence, and it rightly so.
Paul Hughes, tough as nails, one of the most entertaining fighters definitely on the PFL roster. His battles against Usman. Something great. Some good stuff.
12 pro victories, 6 knockouts, 3 submissions.
Let's see how he fares against AJ McKee.
27 years old. And he feels like the road
in the timeline, what I just
right
said is all jumbled up. I hope that YouTube gives me my recording before I started streaming. That I thought I was streaming, but I just watched AJ McKee finish Clay Collard in the first with a unconventional triangle arm bar. So he's definitely showing me that he is a technical grappler that knows how to set it up with the striking on the feet.
Chugging right along. But if you were looking
And
for
the takeaway
someone
that I got, the overall takeaway I got from watching the Ádám Borics fight before was that Ádám Borics definitely peppers it. He controls the stand game with stand-up game with volume striking, his jabs, combinations with the hands, the flying knees, the elbows, to follow it up and look for knockouts and turn the tides and then try to transition into the grappling. But after the takedown defense, his takedown defense is good, but I didn't see his defensive grappling. I think AJ McKee might have something for him if he's able to work his way through the feet and get into Ádám Borics' grappling defense. I think AJ McKee has it. It's like a pretty clear advantage.
All of the questions today are around Paul Hughes and whether he's ready for this moment.
So we'll see. Right now, I'm leaning towards making my prediction on verdict. AJ McKee with some sort of grappling or some sort of submission finish, but we'll see.
Paul Hughes is 27. Both men 5 feet 10 inches tall. Reach advantage on the arms favoring AJ McKee. It is Paul Hughes with the slightly longer legs in this bout.
Keys to victory for this one. So for AJ McKee, start fast like he did last time he was here against Clay Collard. Heavy wrestling pressure, take Paul out of his comfort zone and chain those submissions together. For
yeah, I
Paul
might have to
Hughes,
go back and watch
the jab, invest in calf kicks and
Ádám Borics
destabilize that base and
versus
set up
Mads
his left
Burnell,
hook.
at least, because that fight was.
Man, what a fight this is going to be.
This one should be really fun.
Welcome to the PFL Super Fights Battle.
And I'm gonna cry and over spilt milk all night.
Tonight's main
So,
card.
I'm glad I caught it
starts now with
relatively early. We still have 3
rounds
fighters
in the
now.
lightweight division. First, introducing the blue corner. At 5'10", weighing in 155 3/4 pounds. Coming off a successful Bellator debut, he now makes his first PFL appearance, bringing 12 professional victories, only 1 defeat. From Lockleigh, County Derry, he fights out of Belfast, Northern Ireland. Big news, Paul Hughes.
Let's go, Paul. Why did that dude try to stop him from showing off to the camera, bro? That's what we're here for. We're here to see the news.
And 5'10", weighing in 155 3/4 pounds, the former Bellator featherweight champion, after moving up in weight, has earned 4 consecutive victories. And as a professional, overall, he enters with 22 wins, just 1 loss. Known to be one of the world's top lightweights, he fights out of Long Beach, California, USA. Introducing the mercenary, AJ McKee. And your referee in charge, Dan Murgliata.
Big Dan Murgliata equipped with our ref cam. Will take us inside.
I love the ref cam. I
smart
need a
cage
perma ref
for a
cam.
closer look at the action. That's AJ McKee in the red trunks.
Okay, let's see how
Paul Hughes
AJ
is in the
starts off
black.
here.
3 5-minute rounds at 155
Paul Hughes,
pounds.
super tough opponent.
Southpaw stance for AJ McKee. Body kick
He caught that
by Hughes.
first kick already.
Tries
Both of them
use
trying
it
to set the
pull
tone.
himself into a right hand. Nothing doing.
I think AJ McKee is going to
Big
want to
double
set the
chain,
tone in this
playing with
first round, and I think that body kick was a good
Thinking
start.
he kicked his Paul.
Stepped in hard with that jab cross, but Paul got his head to the inside, slipped those 2 punches. That was a hard oblique kick to the lead leg, though.
Yeah, it was.
That was a solid Sabat.
Chasse kick, Randy.
Stomped right down on that lead leg of Paul
They're
Hughes.
both-
trying to
They're
force
one-upping each other on
hyperextension.
commentary. Chasse, I don't know. She kicked him. It
Man,
looked
that
like
was
they're
a good
hurt.
jab.
That's my commentary.
And now swinging away early.
Nice
AJ
combination.
McKee, Hughes circles out of the way.
Okay, yeah, opening
High
up
kick
already.
attempt there from McKee.
Yeah, try to shoot for a little bit of a single leg. Brawl from Paul,
Hughes
got him
was
to the wall.
campaigning.
He circled out. Oh, the knee dropped him.
Did he
Oh,
time that knee? No, McKee down
but
on a
he's
single leg
putting the
attempt here.
it looked like he didn't catch him too hard.
It's a tight wrap on that single leg
he
as well.
recovered
He's
very
got the wrap around the tight waist. He's
Being
going to
real
try and
active trying to
Run
get
the
this
pipe here.
takedown.
yeah, he's going to try and pull Hughes to the floor, but Hughes has got great balance in this position. That's what we've seen so far in his career.
It's right there. Keep fighting.
Like AJ McKee changed levels right under that knee. Just missed by Hughes.
Hughes
Trying to
twice
hook that
now
leg and sweep him out from underneath
has
him.
told Dan Mergliata that those knees
Not resting
to
too
the
much,
cuff.
just a little bit.
both
Take
times.
a little bit of time.
Mergliata says
But
keep
yeah, he's
fighting.
working his knees.
Right in the stomach.
There's a return
Now
from
Hughes
Paul.
offers one to the midsection.
Keep your fingers out of the cage.
Battle for head position here. Paul Hughes just managed to sneak his head inside, but AJ straight on with
drop
that level
down.
change. Beautiful timing. He's going to start trying to
I
read
call
that
this a
lead
body
leg
lock,
away,
yeah.
I think. Try and drag it away from the fence and pull his opponent to the canvas.
He's got his hands
Difficult
locked on
spot.
the body lock. Is McKee. Hughes has got a whizzer on one side.
Ooh, nasty elbow over the top. Ooh, Paul reversing position. AJ getting out of
Good
there.
left hand on the exit there.
Paul trying to cut him
Paul
off.
Hughes caught McKee on the retreat.
Ooh, there's another knee as he tries to
Just
drop
off
down.
the
That's
side of the head.
dangerous time to shoot.
Not landing flush. AJ McKee's strategy here looks
In
pretty
position,
clear. He
AJ
wants
trying to
this
block
fight
those
the
knees from
ground.
Paul. Still trying to
So
work him
far,
down.
strong work
and
from
take
Paul
him down.
Hughes to remain upright.
Try to take the leg out from underneath.
Beautiful. Good defense by Paul
Good,
Hughes, though,
great.
sprawled
What a
out.
scramble. Beautiful
Great
scramble by
scramble from
Paul
Paul.
Hughes.
Couple punches from the top.
Punches over the top. There's
Left
one over
hand.
the left. Yeah, the left hand.
Good
Oh,
up kick from AJ
the
McKee.
little brother kick is dangerous.
Trying to drive the heel into the midsection. Attacks the rear leg as well.
Ow.
Hughes now
Okay,
getting
Paul.
selective with the punches from the top.
Man.
Great work here by Hughes.
See,
but
now,
next time
I'm not
look
sure if
here.
Adam Bush is going to
Get the
have
knee
the sort
bar.
of
Hughes
sprawling
gets it
and
short, gets out.
scramble
Paul Hughes,
abilities
two
that we
big
just saw
punches
Paul
from the
have,
top.
that was some world-class stuff.
Now
I didn't
settling
see
in
that
on
from
top.
Bush in the fights that I saw with
Half
him.
guard.
But then again, I didn't see a full breakdown
Beautiful
of his
scramble by Paul Hughes.
discography. You
90
know?
seconds left in round number one.
Hughes not looking at all out of place so far in this cage with AJ McKee.
They booing already, dude?
I
They've
think a
been,
lot
it's
of
been
people
like 5
will
seconds. Give him a
wait to
minute.
see how he looks in his opening few minutes.
Okay, Paul's back up to his feet. Ooh, trying to
Got
work.
to be careful of those up kicks, man.
Like right there on the
AJ
drive.
McKee
That's
is
a
firing them
dangerous.
up from the floor.
It sure is.
Hughes
Dude.
took
Those
one
are so
right off the
dangerous.
throat. Didn't appear to affect him.
Pretty sure I saw Rampage get
Keep
knocked
trying
out
to
with one of
roll
those in
through
Pride
again.
or something.
Hughes floats.
Somebody got blasted.
AJ beckoning Paul
Dangerous.
Hughes down to the ground with him.
AJ looks, yeah, he's very comfortable fighting from his back, both in the striking with just the heels
Tried to kick out. Hughes
and the defensive
kept the
grappling.
right
That's how he
leg
worked that
in
arm
his
triangle, that triangle arm bar he
AJ
got
to
on
try
Clay
and
Collins
wrestle
in the
up
match
from
I
his
just,
bottom
or the fight I
position
just
now.
watched
AJ
previously.
rolls into a low single.
Good head
That
pressure from
YouTube
Hughes
did
on
not
top.
pick
Nice
up.
sprawl.
But anyways,
Hips all the
why
way
not?
down.
That's okay. I just had that Ginkle. What was that guy's name?
20 seconds
The
left. I could
Crocker
definitely
from
see an
Philly
argument
Opulence.
for
This is
Paul
where I
Hughes winning
put
this first
if
round
I
here.
had it. Oh, another knee
Again with the knee.
on the body.
Hughes liking
Paul,
the knees
10-9
early.
so far in this first round.
Stiff armed that jab. Looked like AJ McKee
Doing more
tried to build a
damage,
little combination.
Better defensive
Again, a
work
caught
on the
kick from
ground.
Hughes. And again, tries to time the knee. Swinging
Oh, no, he got saved by the bell. Is he saved by the bell? He's out. He's out.
The round is over, but the fight will continue.
Wow.
AJ McKee might have been saved by that bell, Dan Hardy.
Right
Oh,
hook, right hook,
Hughes.
caught him right on the chin.
That was
Hard to tell if he fell
wild.
or if he disappeared
He
for
was
a
out. He
level
just got
change,
saved
but
by
it
the
looked
bell.
like he was hurt.
Man, what
That
a
was
start from Paul
dangerous.
Hughes. So here we go. We're going to see AJ level
Boom,
change in a
right
minute.
there.
It's caught with
Damn,
that
right
beautiful
hook.
right hook. He drops to the
AJ
canvas.
doing a good job shielding himself as
Let's
soon as
listen
he
to
gets
this. Let's see if
dropped.
we can hear the bell.
Yeah, it's over. Nah, he was kind of, I don't know if he's like knocked out or if he just started to shield himself. It looked like he got dropped, bro.
Right after that should count
I
as
like
a
how
knockdown in
the
first
ref is
round
just
for
like, what do
Paul
I
Hughes.
do?
I agree. It was almost like Paul Hughes had a bell in his fist.
It's like the bell is
He
ringing,
connected,
but he's like,
and it rung
yeah,
as
yeah.
the punch connected. Very interesting first round.
Well, Dan, you went into that moment saying
That was
a case
interesting.
could be made. I think
Oh,
was
it's
a
Ronaldo.
definitive moment. I think
Right?
that's
I think that's
so
him, right? I don't know. I know it's a
Is
super
Paul
famous
Hughes
soccer
around,
player.
and Cristiano
Football, excuse me.
Ronaldo is in the building here at
Tomato,
the
tomato.
Mayadeen.
All right, round two, ready? Let's go fight.
Let's
Football
get it.
player, they call him over here.
Yeah, they do.
Paul Hughes in the black, AJ McKee in the red. second frame, Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture.
Okay, AJ, let's see how you come out.
On the
How'd you
broadcast
recover?
desk. Burnell also in the
How
building,
stunned did you get?
reporting
That knee and then that right
from the
hook.
locker rooms.
He's taking some big shots now.
Paul Hughes did
few
predict a
knees.
second round knockout.
Not throwing as literally
With
as he was
AJ
at the
McKee
beginning.
still rocked like he is.
Well, Hughes certainly softened him up at the end of that first round. Definitely got AJ McKee's attention.
Ooh, push kick.
That was a good kick to the underside of the chin from AJ McKee. Paul was lucky that he was a little bit too close.
He switched to
Yeah, we see him
orthodox and
throw
then
that
threw
spin kick to
and
the
it went
body
right
a few
up.
times. Still trying to stay active.
Tried the spinning back kick as well.
But he
Hughes
definitely
trying
looks
to
a
dial in the
little,
right hand.
you know, he has been,
AJ
he's
McKee
been
attacks
hit.
the lead leg.
a little stunned.
Nice kick to the shin.
Not
there,
frazzled
taking
or
away the
anything
lead
like
leg.
that, but
There's the
yeah.
oblique kick, the chassé kick from AJ McKee to the lead leg.
Not in
Second
any
one
sort
of
of
the fight
rush
for
to
AJ. Both
initiate.
have landed.
AJ's lunging, and Paul Hughes is waiting for him to lunge so he can slip the initial punch and counter
All
with a
teasing
hook.
the level changes. Okay,
Nice head
connecting
kick
with the
set
body
up there
kick.
by AJ.
Hughes is going to have to be careful not to duck down onto that shin. Offers a kick of his own. The conversation about Paul Hughes being out of his depth.
See, AJ's not
with an
going to be
opponent
able
like this
to
was very
wait
obviously
here in the
misplaced.
fight against Ádám Borics because his activity is going to be a lot higher than Paul in this spot.
The young man from Belfast accounting well for
And
himself
Borics is going to be throwing
as we near the halfway point
jabs,
here in Riyadh, Saudi
at the
Arabia.
very
Yeah,
least.
Hughes
Jabs
has
and
definitely raised his
combinations
game
after
for
the
this fight. There's
pushing.
no doubt about it. This is a much more elite version
Whereas
of him than
Paul's
we've ever
looking a
seen
little more
before.
comfortable working the feints. AJ initiating a couple of times there. Lynch,
Good
pin,
work on the inside from McKee, finding a home for those knees.
reversing.
So far in the second round,
Gonna be
Hughes
looking
has
for
not
some
tried
knees
to go
here.
back to the
There it
knees.
is.
Body lock here from McKee.
Locking the knees is Paul. He's trying to shield himself from it. Nice. Saw no knee coming. Opportunity to
AJ
punch.
McKee
Yeah.
pressing
Opportunity
Paul
to tag him
Hughes
a little bit.
to the smart cage barrier right in front of the broadcast position, and now Hughes reversing the position.
No knees. Trying to fight that with the push kick.
McKee using his legs to set up the hands. Nothing landing clean for AJ McKee. Good right hand there from Hughes. Clash of the heads.
There you go.
maybe.
Good combination from AJ there. Getting a little bit of space back. Getting away from the fence.
Another kick to the lead shin. Paul Hughes not shying away from that inside
Body
leg
combination.
kick.
Pushing in
This is where it
afterwards.
gets really dangerous for AJ McKee.
Yeah, AJ doing a good job now with his defensive movement. I think now he's got the respect of Paul Hughes when he's got his back up against the fence. And as Paul's coming in winging, AJ's not thinking about countering now, he's thinking about getting out of the way.
Side kick. Ooh. What happened? What do you do?
Cup check there.
Hey, Paul.
Oh, his gloves
Let me
messed
get
up.
you over here in this report.
Dan Mergliata will send both fighters to neutral corners.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at
Look
this.
the review for me.
Attempted a chassé kick
Up to 5
as
minutes,
Paul
you tell me
Hughes
when you're
lifted
ready.
his lead leg up and it went around that lead leg and just caught him in the groin.
Okay.
Completely
Okay,
unintentional.
Please watch the low kicks, okay? I know it's an accident, be careful. Hey, time you fight.
Back to the action we go. Just over a minute remaining in this second round. Paul Hughes in the black trunks, AJ McKee in the red. Hot kick and a left hook from Paul Hughes.
Might be Paul Hughes' best weapon, in my opinion, that left hook. I know he's had success with the right here, but that may well scoop AJ McKee off to the
Jab.
left hook.
Oh.
Got a little greedy, tried to
Yeah,
jump for
the-
that knee, did Paul
The
Hughes,
jumping
and
knee
now
got
AJ
Paul into
McKee
trouble, and
all over.
AJ
But scrambling
really
from
aggressive,
Hughes
trying
here,
to
trying
take
stay safe
advantage
as
of
he's getting back to his
the
feet.
opportunity to start the
AJ McKee
grapple.
with that harness grip. He's over his shoulder and he's under the armpit and he's wrapped around the leg as well. And from this position we can see the bruising on the outside of the leg.
Absolutely.
of Paul Hughes.
Okay.
Beautiful three-piece
Let's see if the
combination.
ref is going to try to force him to start
There it is. Look at
being
that
a little
redness
bit
in
more
the hamstring.
active. Yeah, the red on
It's a strong
Paul's
position
left.
from AJ McKee. This
Yeah, the left hamstring.
switches it,
as they
essentially
said.
chained into a guillotine. Keeps a good
and
wrap on that leg
down.
though.
Now he's got
and
the
chases
back.
to the back.
Final few seconds of this second round here as we open our main card in Riyadh.
See, now if AJ had this position with a little bit more time left to work it around, maybe he could work himself into
Couple of
something. But
knees.
unfortunately,
Right.
saved by the bell both ways.
Good knees there to the gluteus maximus.
Cut that tape on him.
Cut on the cheek of AJ McKee, potentially from that last combination before they went to the ground.
Left hook,
The
right,
hands.
right to the body.
Yeah, I
left
think that
hook,
one
and
was the
then
one that cut
back
him
up
right
to the
there.
head. Beautiful combination. There's the
Ooh,
knee.
and
Got a
then
little
he
greedy
caught him
there,
on the
slipped
ear,
a little
but
too
then,
high.
yeah.
That put him on the ground for the rest of that scramble in the round.
Cutman working on that right cheek of AJ McKee.
Both cheeks.
I was on the right cheek, or yeah, I saw where that one on the left cheek came from.
AJ must feel like he's got to go out there and take it away from Paul Hughes this round. This
They
is
only fighting 3 rounds.
A career-defining performance so far for Paul Hughes.
That was a better round.
Randy, round 2 a little bit tougher to judge,
Very tough.
but how'd you score it?
Man, Hughes came back solid with that three-punch combination. It might be 1 round apiece, but that was a very tough round of score. Anybody who thought Paul Hughes wasn't up to this in his young career was out of their mind. He's absolutely up for this.
Third and
Look
final
up.
round, AJ McKee once again in the
Man,
southpaw
Paul Hughes
stance.
showing
Paul
out.
Hughes in the black trunks, orthodox. Only once before in his decorated career has AJ McKee tasted defeat when he lost the Bellator featherweight title.
Yeah, that spinning kick not exactly
Tries
finding the
the
home
back
he
kick.
wanted it to.
Little rush forward with the flurry of punches.
Spinning back kick.
Hughes now switching stances, goes back to orthodox.
They was
Takedown
able to
attempt here from
follow his
McKee.
punches in, push Paul up against the fence. Some sort of sweep. Paul looking pretty good defensive base right
Good
now.
crossface with that right hand from Paul Hughes to get AJ McKee's head out of the equation temporarily at least.
You got Paul
Good patient
Flamingo.
takedown defense here for Paul Hughes, and he's keeping his thigh pinned up against the fence, make it difficult for AJ McKee to get
trying
his
to
hands together. But
force
he
the
does.
issue a little bit.
He's on the body lock now.
And there it is. Got the body lock, as Dan said. Not necessarily the back quite
Just over a
yet.
minute gone in the third and final round.
AJ putting a lot of pressure on him trying to get this takedown. The Paul
Hughes
reversing.
with the duck
And now he's
under,
got
and
AJ
now
on his
look
back.
at this again.
Wait,
AJ
they talking
McKee
to
on
him?
his
He's
back,
talking to him?
trying
He's
to
talking to
beckon
him.
Paul Hughes down into a grappling exchange.
Ooh, tried to get over the top of his hands. Now he's in. Past the heels
Hughes
at
trying
least.
to maintain some posture
Back up.
here. He knows the danger of AJ McKee's guard.
There's that knee that he tried so
AJ
many
looks
times
a little tired.
in round 1. And this is the exact spot in the cage where Paul Hughes had his most success.
They tried to follow the punches in again to a
Amazing
shoot.
head movement from Paul Hughes.
Good takedown
Yeah,
defense
very
somewhat,
hard for
but
AJ to
got
land
him
a
down
good
to the
shot.
mat.
That was
But
a
look at
beautiful
Paul
reap
back up to
of
his
that
feet.
leg from
Got his back to
AJ
the
McKee
fence.
to get to this position. Paul Hughes gonna have to hustle.
AJ still
get
trying to
McKee
wear
off
him
his back
down.
now.
Yeah, McKee's going back to basics here. Going back to his solid wrestling foundations. Forcing Paul Hughes to be in defensive positions.
As soon as the crowd starts singing, the ref's like, all right, y'all.
Still got a bind on that ankle as well. This is great work by Paul Hughes trying to
Yeah,
create some
Paul's
space, trying to
grappling
extend
defense is
AJ
looking
McKee out,
pretty solid.
put his
If
grip under
Ádám
some
Borics is
pressure.
going to be able to show any of this, I hadn't seen any of it from Borics
Halfway point
in the
around
fights that I
3.
saw from him.
AJ
His
McKee
defensive
pressuring
grappling
Paul Hughes as
showed a
Cristiano
little
Ronaldo
bit something to
looks on.
be desired, but the takedown
Man,
defense,
this fight has gone fast.
it was
Can't believe we're in the third round
quite
of it.
capable.
I'd like to see
His
two more
takedown
if
defense
we
was
can't get a
okay,
finish
but
here
once he
in the
got
third
taken
frame.
down,
Right?
Come on, gotta
I
work
think
it.
Ronaldo
Got
probably
choked out.
agrees with me.
was getting body locked.
Randy,
He
someone
was
in the
looking rough
building
for
more
him. So
famous than you for
I'm sure
one.
McKee's going to be trying to force the issue
Not that famous, Sean.
with his wrestling in that fight
Good
again.
reversal of position here, and now
But he
Hughes
might have,
swinging
he's got to
away
have
two
issue
left
with
hands.
Borics on the hand,
Found the chin of
on the
AJ
feet.
McKee,
Because Borch's
who looks a little tired.
punches,
Nice little shovel.
he's
hook.
more active than Paul. I don't know if he hits
Good
as hard as
jab
Paul.
from AJ to keep Hughes off of him.
Man, AJ looks tired here.
AJ does look really tired.
An uppercut from Paul Hughes.
Borics was able.
And another.
Borics, that's the other thing too. AJ, if his tank
Don't be surprised
isn't
to
gonna
see
be
if
able
AJ
to be ready for Borics,
dive
that's
on
gonna be an
another
issue. Because
takedown.
Borics went 5 rounds
in the
against
final 90 seconds to try and secure this round. Right now, Paul Hughes
adds
building some
Burnell
momentum in these
in the
strikes.
volume all the way through all 5 rounds from Borics. It was something. It was something to behold.
Good lead
Oh, and again with the
So
right
AJ
hook on
being
the chin
gassed
of
in 3
AJ
rounds
McKee.
here.
Took that one well, though.
Very nice
Yeah, that
combination
could be-
shot selection by
rough.
Paul Hughes.
Hughes crowded himself up a little bit, got too close. McKee used that opportunity to grab the leg, but good head pressure and a heavy sprawl from Hughes. As we are now in the final minute of this first fight
AJ
on
looks
our
really
main card
tired,
here
man.
in
It's like, what
Riyadh,
is his
Saudi
hand? What
Arabia
is his
at the
hands trying to do?
Mayadeen.
There he goes. He got a little bit of a win, and then Paul was just like, no, right back down. Okay, AJ's trying to connect his hands. Okay, has him class.
Good sprawl
Paul
there.
would
Paul
just-
Hughes looking over at the corner of AJ McKee with a smile.
Big smile, distracted himself a little bit.
He sure did. Now he just looked
Now
like he has
McKee onto his
pretty well.
back.
Yeah.
Once again,
From the knees
driving
into
knees into the
the
thigh
hamstring.
and gluteus.
Paul is up 2 rounds right now.
Paul Hughes has
Looking
got a
good
smile
in
on
this
his
round
face.
right
I
now.
think he feels like he's got this fight.
Or as well. Looking good in this round as well. 10 seconds
A
left.
sprawl. One last flurry from Hughes, maybe against the fence. Misses the knee one more time.
I think
And
that's
by
going
the
to do it.
judges' scorecards it goes.
Good fight. I think it's going to be
What a
30-27 Paul.
performance by the rising star, regardless of how these scorecards
Yeah,
read.
great stuff.
I think Paul Hughes proved his worth.
Big news.
Coming up, the official decision. A back and forth affair. Lightweight division, AJ McKee has been on a win streak, as has Paul Hughes. Who gets their hand raised next? We'll find out in just a moment.
Sorry, I'm not going to watch that. That's my bad.
9 to 28. He sees it for Hughes.
Paul Hughes. An interesting affair to open our main card. Michael C. Williams has the official judges' scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go now to your 3 judges. Your first, Hadi Ali, scores the fight 29 to 28. He sees it for Hughes. Your second judge, Mark Collette, 29-28, scoring the
my
fight
shoulder,
for McKee. Your third and final judge, Sal
Really? 29-28
D'Amato,
McKee?
29-28 for the winner by split decision. Big news! Paul Hughes!
Paul Hughes makes
I wonder
good
who,
on the
scored it
biggest
for,
opportunity
McKee,
of his
what
mixed
they were
martial
seeing.
arts career.
Or at least what
And
I
you
was
can
missing.
see the emotion.
Damn, look at him.
What a performance by
Tight.
the young man from Belfast, who's with
All right,
Burnell
good for you,
in the
Paul.
smart cage.
We'll be doing some fight review for you in just a little bit. I'm pretty sure he fights sometime in April, but right now we're here watching the McKee fights. We're gonna be moving on to his bout against. What do we got? Akhmed
Ladies
Magomedov.
and gentlemen, our next PFL Road to Dubai Championship Series bout is in the featherweight division, so let's welcome our fighters into the cage. Introducing first, from Dagestan, Russia, please put your hands together for Akhmed Magomedov.
Successful bid against Nathan Kelly. It was a second-round submission victory, but he overcame some adversity in that fight, Jimmy. He got a bad cut above the eye, took a big elbow, wrestled his way to a top position, ended up with the rear naked choke in that one, and it was injuries that kept him out for a while. He has split his training camps between the Magomedov school and KHK, trying to get the best of both worlds, and either one of those worlds is a pretty good one.
Sean, you know the code. The tougher the fighter is measured by how many Magomeds they have in their name. And one Magomed is damn tough, and you know it, Sean. You know that code holds up. Thank you. That guy is unbelievably tough. Great double leg, great hip pressure, great ability to transition on the ground. He gives AJ McKee his respect. He says, when it comes to wrestling, I'm going to be better.
Crystal Arnold has more on his opponent in this fight.
AJ McKee, he said he's going to be the hunter. He's back to featherweight for the first time in 3 years. And what does he do just before getting ready for the fight? Well, he was playing some games on his phone for mental agility. It's his physical ability that will be on display in the cage in just a few moments.
What games he be playing? What you playing, Candy Crush?
And his two dogs, Loki and Lotto.
Well done, Crystal, and here is the aforementioned AJ McKee. Sometimes we overuse the point, oh, this guy grew up in the gym. No, this guy really did grow up in the gym. His dad, Antonio McKee, one of the pioneers of the sport, and AJ, his namesake, has taken that legacy and improved upon it.
It isn't easy to have your picture in the wrestling room at Long Beach Poly High School and then have your kid's picture up in the wrestling room at Long Beach Poly High School. But that is what it's what's been accomplished by this family. Not just excellence in terms of MMA, but excellence in the wrestling room, dedication. This family has it. His dad, Antonio, an absolute legend in Long Beach, undefeated state champion. He passed that on to his kid, AJ McKee. Athletic, dynamic, explosive, accurate with his strikes. His dad told him, you'll go farther than me because you have a style that is just lightning in a bottle. And he's remembered that his whole life.
Ladies and gentlemen, this PFL Champion Series showcase bout is in the featherweight division and is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. The judges
Hey, it's Bobby K.
are Kuba Stroh, Steve Olafir, and Jehan Stadler. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a submission grappler who stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 145.4 pounds with a fight record of 11 wins and 1 loss with 1 no contest. He's fighting out of Dagestan, Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Akhmed Magomedov. And now introducing his opponent. He's fighting out of the red corner. He's an MMA specialist who stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in at 146 pounds with a fight record of 22 wins and 2 losses. He is the former Bellator featherweight world champion and the Bellator featherweight Grand Prix winner, fighting out of Long Beach, California. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the mercenary, AJ McKee. And when the action begins, your referee in charge is Bobby Karagianidis.
How you pronounce it? He's like, oh, get out.
Time now for the arc of advanced stance. Trade with intelligence. Akhmed Magomedov. 100% of finishes have come via submission.
Yeah, all of his finishes. We'll see. All right, this should be a good defense, good grappling matchup. Let's see who's able to get the better of it on the feet to start off, set themselves up.
The key here, just like that, straight punches right down the pipe. That's what he does. He overwhelms you early. Magomedov has to ride this out. Maybe fight fire with fire.
High fight IQ for AJ McKee, as one might expect, being raised by Hughes.
Oh, wow.
Right into triangle danger.
But yeah, this is not the worst spot for McKee. Saw him get a finish against Clay Collard here.
Looking at Plata on the far side. Good job for Magomedov getting back into close guard.
That was gonna sneeze.
Clay Collard, remember that early submission. For Magomedov to bring physical pressure here.
That's one thing.
Magomedov camp. You got Khabib right there in the corner. He's got the corner too. Classic positioning. Able to get all the coaching he needs. You got McKee feeling like he's in the middle of like Dagestan, dude.
Very, very good at it.
Nothing but rushing.
Magomedov putting a ton of pressure.
He's already got him in deep waters.
That left leg flat.
Making him carry his body weight.
Right on the right hip of AJ McKee.
But McKee's real active on the back. Active with striking.
What you want to do is kind of take the energy out of AJ McKee. Look at the Paul Hughes fight. It was a different guy to start.
I think he's actually getting the better of the strikes in this position too. Like Magomedov is using his body, he's trying to shield more than McKee is. Yeah, you see, even Bobby K is telling Magomedov is like a little bit more active with your position. And McKee is just continuing to score. Come past the guard.
AJ getting close guard back. That is not easy to do from that position. Crazy flexibility.
Good work by Magomedov isolating the right arm of AJ McKee.
There's a strike from Magomedov there on the top of the right hand. Trying to posture up. McKee's refusing. Bobby K, move! Move! Hey, I can't see. There you go. Your mama's not a glass maker, bro.
Very physical. This is the kind of fight Magomedov wants. Not trying to keep up with AJ.
Looking just like a nice 10-9 for Magomedov right now, but McKee might have been doing a little bit of work down here just to get Magomedov to soften up. That's a takedown from McKee there, yeah?
Straight up to elevate it onto his feet and immediately into a takedown.
Still in the corner getting all the instruction he needs is Magomedov. Only 3 rounds here.
One thing about AJ is he'll break off because he can't hold Magomedov down. He'll break off and get distance and start striking.
He's up the middle. McKee trying to enter back.
Just like that section.
Right hand on the break. I don't know if it's connected.
He has. He believes in his striking.
He's got good reason to believe that he does have, 6 knockouts. Tried with that lead elbow, mixing up the strikes, AJ McKee. Good body shot from Magomedov.
Magomedov reacting with, he's defensively reacting like heavily, the head movement, and then trying to react with like wild swings.
Strikes in between, essentially.
Nice jab. Beautiful speed on that jab from AJ McKee.
Follows it up with the 1-2.
That hurt himself onto it. And now AJ smelling a little blood here.
He's pushing in, smelling a little bit of blood. Ooh, was that an elbow there? Connected? Yep. Oh yeah. Now Magomedov is on the back foot.
Skipped off the beard.
Trying to get a little bit of space back.
Magomedov for AJ McKee. Big punches again from Akhmed.
He's got to be careful moving back like that.
Trying to posture back up and go back to on the offense.
Punches. You don't want to go straight back against that kind of style. Good.
You guys see it in his face, though. He's taking some strikes, though.
Knee right up the middle from AJ McKee.
There's another one on the break.
Around number 1.
I think this.
What a fight.
You want to give it to McKee now? 10-9 to him? After that takedown? I think the only damage I would have given Magomedov before was that takedown he had before in the beginning. But after the reversal from McKee, got his own takedown. More significant strikes.
Places packed here at
I think so, yeah. I think 10-9 McKee.
In the PFL's first trip to Africa.
Not just packed, but crazy energy. Into it since the opening
Have I
fight.
watched this fight before?
Jimmy, the body kick that landed right before the bell. I don't know if it was just a big breath for Magomedov, but he doubled over. I thought maybe he had dropped his mouthpiece or something. He doubled over right there at that last minute.
Ooh.
Beautiful body kick.
Right to the
Watch
over.
this. Round is over, and that's Magomedov's reaction at the very end of the round.
It was delayed. It was like right there. That might have been a liver shot. It might have got him.
Magomedov just saved by the bell at the end of round 1.
Good chance.
Because that's that delayed reaction that you usually have to it, yeah.
You don't recover quickly. That stays with you.
Okay.
Swelling around the eyes.
If it was that bad, then it would still be affecting him right now. I don't know if that's a desperate shoot, but he didn't get the grip on the single leg.
And that's a sign of things to come. Magomedov then wanted nothing to do with the striking of AJ McKee. Went right inside on the takedown. So you ask yourself, oh, is he still hurt?
Take who out? What?
I don't want to strike with this guy.
What is happening? Bobby K is getting lit. He's kicking someone out. What happened?
All your dynamic movement, everything kind of shuts down.
Magomedov looks anything but shut down at
Okay,
this
focus
moment.
back on the fight you get here. I was like, Bobby K, someone's unruly. I have to change. I love the drama. But Magomedov, as the commentator said to start off with, didn't want anything to do with the striking in the round. Beginning of the round. He looked immediate for the grappling. Wanted the single leg. Was unable to get it. But we've been reversing positions up against the fence from there to start off his first minute of the second. And now the reversal from the keys got his back big style.
For AJ McKee.
Magomedov very complimentary of the wrestling of AJ McKee. He said American wrestlers are really, really good. Now AJ doesn't have that D1 level wrestling. He's just a high school wrestler. But his wrestling for MMA is excellent. Magomedov said that. He said, I'm not expecting you to just beast this guy. Second hook in.
He's about to get that body triangle in. It's about to be nasty.
AJ onto the back now of Akhmed Magomedov.
Okay, looking for the choke. Coaching saying, take your time.
Have an advantage in striking on the outside, but I'm impressed with his
See if he
wrestling.
just tries to score with the...
Trying to soften up the guard here.
Why are you distracting me with Dakota Bishop up there? I'm trying to
Magomedov with
focus.
some of those punches. See if he can get his arms and hands free.
Okay.
Safe to say that Magomedov has been here in training.
Certainly a survivor, but
Pretty decent guard for Magomedov to avoid these strikes, but yeah,
this just wears
retightening, reestablishing that body triangle, and now
Now, Magomenov's doing the right thing, just turning to the side of the lock of the body triangle.
Bobby Case is like, no, he's trying to use the fence. He's like, no, get your toesies out of there.
Good idea. He went back down to 100.
He's trying to go right back to it. He's like, get your toesies out of there, bro.
55er could maybe beast their way out of this position, but
Absolutely dominating on the ground strikes. That's what I was talking about. Even when Magomedov had the top control in the first round, it looked like McKee was getting the better of it with the ground strikes and just the leverage that he had. To where Magomedov was shielding himself while he had the top control. And now, it's deep body triangle. It's been 2 minutes of this. He hasn't been getting as many strikes in as he could have, but it's just been definitely in control. Magomedov is trying to control these wrists, stop this choke from happening. But really solid round for McKee again. I give the first one to him, and this one obviously for 2018.
I'm real strong. See, in a position like that, usually a guy would turn, and Magomedov just can't do that against AJ.
And Magomedov, look at him, man. He's like,
He's got the double control here.
look at the discoloration in his face. He looks like he's
He had the instep behind the knee of Akhmed Magomedov
shoveled.
as well. Good job for AJ.
Look at the
Following
piece,
up, staying on the
really
back.
tight on the back.
Pure wrestling right
Get
now.
back up to the feet.
Magomedov doing a good job.
He's still gonna have to try to break that clasp. Okay.
Approaching a minute left.
Turning around, able to use the knees, stomping on the feet is Magomedov.
Offense grab, got away with that one.
He's about to take, he said last time, stop using the cases. I'm about to take a point from you. Fabian K's getting lit tonight, dude. He's throwing people out. He's taking points. So what's going on?
Looked like he was going down. So far, also a very intelligent fight from AJ McKee. Knowing when to grapple, knowing when to strike, choosing when to change up his offense.
AJ, yeah, this is a really solid looking fight from
45 is his
here.
body going back down at 30 years old. Will it take a lot of his energy? And so far, he's fought very
He's
efficient.
expecting this to be more of a grappling heavy match and for him to be taking it over Magomedov.
There are very few
Giving
people
me
in the
more,
world of mixed martial arts who have been pros.
More reason to believe that if Borics lets him get in, it's going to be a problem. Borics. I don't know why I keep saying Borics like it's the, you know, the food, the Russian food, Borics. Borics. Borics.
That way for a long time. Good 1-2, very, very quick. Another
Okay,
body kick
caught that one.
Magomedov trying to get a takedown to
That was
close
feeling a little
round
bit of
two.
something, yeah. A little bit of something for Magomedov to hang his head on the way into the third. But yeah, he's shaking his head. He knows how he's doing. He knows how he's doing. Down two.
Back to the stools they go here at Grand West
What's up,
Arena.
Happy?
We are in Cape Town, South Africa.
Beautiful.
The Queen City here, just such a beautiful place. The natural beauty, the food scene, the people have all been incredible during fight week. Jimmy, I'll say it, I hope we come back.
I cannot wait. I've been all over the world, not a lot of places where you go, man, I gotta come back here at some point. Cape Town, one of those places. And I can't say enough about the energy of this crowd and the people. They've been behind PFL 100%.
Samiko Inaba echoed those sentiments. She's been really enjoying Cape Town as well. She's got some business to take care of in a co-main event against Dakota Ditrova coming up shortly here.
Yeah, I can't wait to do film review for whenever she's gonna fight again. I was gonna do it, but she had a shoulder injury. She had to pull out of what was it, PFL Dubai. She was gonna be on the same card as Usman versus Alfie and Shamil Musaya versus Ramazan Magomedov. Those were good fights. Okay, all low. Back to the hostilities. Exchanging the kicks.
Kick to the leg. Andy Hughes is watching that somewhere, and
Okay.
very impressed.
Might have had an opportunity to potentially get a pin, but he wasn't able to. Things closing the distance. He still got some space. Back up against the fence again. The Magomedov still trying to strike, not just shooting. There's a shot. Got the single leg. Nope. Doesn't. He's got the left arm break.
Don't get
And
sloppy.
now McKee's got a
It's kind of a reaching single leg.
working on that right
AJ McKee
wrist.
wasn't able to circle off of it.
He's got his underhook. Oh, okay, nice reversal. I don't know if you take it. Would you score that takedown for Magomedov, or I don't know. McKee's on top and it looks like he has a better position, but look at that. He's got a pretty deep hook on that leg.
No 2 points scored yet.
He's holding on for dear life on that leg.
Antonio in his wrestling, known for his defense.
Ooh.
Just couldn't score on that guy.
The elbow to the
See
ear.
an AJ, flexible, determined, going for that far ankle.
Now trying to soften things up with his own left hand.
And think about it, 9 times out of 10, if Magomedov gets in this deep, it's over. You know, the fact that AJ's able to keep his defense going, and now finally getting the other ankle.
Yeah, as commentators are saying, the flexibility gives AJ so much ability in the defensive grappling. Even though Magomedov had a pretty deep hook on that leg, on the single leg takedown, hasn't really been able to convert it into anything. Yeah, he's still on his back with the up kicks, dangerous. I think he caught him with the heel on the way in. But yeah, this is probably more dangerous for Magomedov than this for McKee. Yeah. He's able to escape. That was that was actually a crisis averted for Magomedov. Even though McKee's on his back, he was looking for another finish. That's how he took down Clay Collins.
Round 3 halfway gone.
Khabib is telling him to work. He said, "Rabota." He said, "Work."
Right now on my scorecard, I would have AJ up 2 rounds to none, but I wouldn't bet my house on it.
We've seen some very strange scorecards tonight.
And he is taking Bobby K selling him underneath the works. Magomedov is not good. He's again not as active on top as he was before because McKee's just tagging him on the side of his head the whole time when he's from his back, and then there it is. Sweet, right on top. Magomedov finally let go of it.
Committing all the way to it. Right in front of us, rocking up that anaconda.
You see him just inching the fingers, caterpillar crawl up the back of Akhmed Magomedov to create
He's trying to get
pressure on the
underneath.
neck.
He doesn't think he's going to have it. He's going to break off rather than roll through just like that.
Like where he's trying to just take the back instead, or
Antonio McKee in the corner saying slide around the back door. That's exactly what he does.
Bobby K is like, get out of his gloves too, man. He's on him.
Good weight positioning for AJ McKee. Magomedov is looking for his time to explode and just can't.
He's trying to slip that wrist, that forearm underneath the chin. Magomedov's doing a good job of keeping it tucked and not offering it up. Still in a really bad spot. Minute left to go, McKee. Another solid round. We got him flattened out. This is bad.
Who builds his base back.
Ended up giving up the body triangle.
Very short time to make anything happen for Akhmed
Super solid.
Magomedov.
The body triangle. Look at the technique from McKee.
Things to think about with the left hand.
Now, opportunity to try to start scoring. Oh, is he up? Does he have it?
Body triangle.
Not yet. Not quite. Oh, trying to with the left on this time. He is attacking.
With the foot on the top side, that body pressure can get very
Why?
Can't even take a full breath. Ribs are killing you. Can't deny it. AJ McKee, a monster at 145 pounds.
Yeah, like I was saying, look at the discoloration. Look at the difference in tone from Magomedov's chest and his face.
AJ McKee will finish this fight on the back.
Great job defending the gas station. What a fight. That was good.
So impressive was so much of it was on the ground, and AJ McKee still able to dominate.
He's disappointed as he got beat. That was a good fight. Yeah, but he was in there real quick because he's like, hey man, this
AJ, of course, giving his respect to the whole team.
He's like, yeah, whatever. That was a good fight. That was
Take
a
a look
great
at
show.
some replays here.
I think
AJ with the spinning kick. I think that he just got crowded.
I want to show some Ádám Borics fight.
Beautiful. Made it look deliberate.
Borics. I keep saying Borics. I watched all of them before.
But this one was so impressive.
I said all of them before. I watched a good deal of them before. Starting to get a little bit soft. My brain ain't working, dude. I should just stop talking while I'm in my head.
Just beast
While I'm not
stuff
yet.
against
Anyways.
a fantastic
I might take a little bit of a break and let the one of the Borics fights that I thought was really good play out, and then come back and switch it over to the Van Steenis versus Edwards preview, just for posterity's sake, just because whoever's here. I think that Borics versus Burnell fight is a barn burner. It's worth watching. And I already watched it. I can watch a little bit of it. But I also should go stretch my legs because I'm going to be here for another 2 or 3 hours. So. Okay, I had a little bit of downtime to yap. I am going to go ahead and put on that Burnell versus Borics fight. Get up and walk around, stretch my legs.
All 3 judges score this bout unanimously. For your winner,
no score? No. Well, what do you mean? What's the score? They just scored. Yeah, whatever. I guess it don't matter.
AJ McKee back in the win column.
All that matters is the dub. Scrub it up, dub.
Last last time out, it was a split decision loss to Paul Hughes. This time out, he gets the UD after an impressive
What are they talking about? What
performance
you?
in Cape Town.
What you girls
Not a lot of
gossiping
people
about?
get this, but I gotta say, Long Beach Poly in the house.
Big thumbs up
Great
from hubby.
stuff, man. Not just
He
a
was like, "Thanks
victory,
for the
but a
fight."
victory on the ground against a fighter training
Really
with the
great
best of all time.
good experience for us.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing to be here in Africa. Shout out to God, the Most High, one and only. I don't care whether you call him Buddha, Allah, yeah, whatever you want to call him. Just know that there's one God, only one God. Find your spiritual passion. Other than that, man, like I said, I'm the best 145-pounder in the world.
Take
So
the
who
mic.
y'all
That's
want
the
me to
first thing
fight
you say. I
next?
appreciate that.
Let's get it.
Of course, my question, how did it feel at 145? You still look dynamic. How was
This is
the
gonna be a
gas
barn
tank? How
burner
was the
if you said it,
mobility?
boys.
How did it feel going back down to featherweight?
Awesome, man. My body felt great. I feel like I could have had a little bit more output, but yeah, man, it's a welcome home party. So we're getting used to it again, and we'll be back stronger, better, and faster than ever.
I saw how this crowd reacted to you. I saw how you fed off of them. How does it feel to fight in this card? First one in Africa. How did it feel, man?
Man, it's amazing. This is the motherland. Africa, baby, let's go! Woo!
AJ McKee, the mercenary, is back. Glad to see you again, brother.
All right, like I said, I'm gonna put on the Burnell versus Borics fight for you guys. YouTube ate my recording of it earlier. Hopefully, I can find it later on, but my initial reaction to it got ruined, so I'm gonna let it dry for a second. You guys enjoy it. Where is it? This one. I don't think there's DMC on here I need to worry about. Is there?
Take us through the tail of the tape for this main event.
Very simple.
And then when I get back, you guys, we
17-1,
can talk about
63. These are two of the
what I
best
think the fights
featherweight
and
fighters in the world
and
matching up to get
Boris,
that number one next
without
to
the
their
full
name.
breakdown of Boris' fights. This is a pretty good.
Words of someone I know
I think this
quite
one's
well.
gonna be a good
Let's get it on. Here's Michael C. Williams.
one fight sample size for you guys. But yeah, I'll be right back.
From Family Arena, the time has come for the main event of the evening. 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Sanctioned by the Missouri Office of Athletics at Cageside, Executive Director Tim Lukanov. And now, introducing the blue corner. At 5'8", weighing in 145.6 pounds, his professional record, 16 wins, just 3 defeats. From Husum, Denmark, Matt Burnell. And across the cage, his adversary, fighting out of the red corner. At 5'11", weighing in 145.8 pounds, as a professional, 17 victories, only 1 loss. From Alger, Hungary, he fights out of Deerfield Beach, Florida, presenting the kid, Ádám Borics. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge, Jason Herzog.
Okay, fighters, we've gone over the rules in the back. There were no final questions from you, Blue. There were no final questions from you, Red. Touch gloves if you want. Come out ready to fight.
Title implications in this 5-round main event. Could we see a flying knee from Ádám Borics? May we see a Japanese necktie from Mads Burnell?
Buddy, ready. Buddy, ready. Fight!
Bell in round 1. Burnell has 4 Japanese necktie submissions. We already mentioned all 3 of Boric's Bellator knockout wins have come courtesy of a flying knee, and immediately they start attacking Burnell. And there's that jab through the guard of Burnell by Borics, and a nice low kick by Borics.
Oh, look at the positioning of Mads Burnell. Look what he's done. He's crushed the distance already, establishing.
Oh, and there is a jumping knee. So early on, first 30 seconds, Borics already takes off.
I like the fact that Ádám had the confidence to do that so early in the fight. Says a lot about the way he's feeling about this.
There is the element of surprise, especially in the first 30 seconds of a fight, but Mads Burnell, again, attacked on the lead leg by Borics. Borics already showcasing some crisp striking, John. Very fluid with his striking.
Look, Borics is good in the stand-up.
Hook by Burnell, right uppercut by Borics.
Very nice. Both guys landing there. Oh, heavy shots.
Burnell lands with a left hand and then looks for the takedown. Defended by Borics, but Burnell has Borics on the fence, pummeling going on as Borics looks to escape.
Borics trying to frame with that right arm, keeping Burnell at a distance away from him so he can't get into the body lock. That's what I like about Burnell. Notice he didn't keep fighting to just establish that. It's like, I'll break off. It doesn't matter. I'll get back inside.
You know, we can talk about Borics striking, and it's on display with another flying knee attack, but Mads Burnell, his boxing's not meant to be discounted. He has some superlative striking skills of his own, working on it at Extreme Couture in Las Vegas.
He's a very good defensive fighter.
Fantastic start to this fight.
Guys think that they're hitting him, and he's just rolling the things. Things are bouncing off his gloves. That was a beautiful
left hook to the body by Burnell. But Borics is putting it on Burnell up top.
Notice what I'm talking about, that range. You're seeing Mads Burnell make this a dirty fight inside. He is just crushing the space.
And another jumping knee by Borics. And yet Borics is doing well in the stand-up. It is Burnell bringing the fight to Borics, but Borics has been very clean, very effective with his combinations and has landed a variety of strike shots.
And except for a couple of instances, you've noticed that Borics has been able to keep himself at least on that black line. He hasn't gotten his back all the way to the fence except for the one time. That's an important element for him in this fight.
And Burnell continues to march forward, getting picked off by Borics. And Burnell going the body beautifully with the left hook to the body, left hook upstairs by Burnell.
Good call on that one, because that thing landed cleanly.
And Borics stops the takedown attempt by Burnell.
See, and this is what makes Mads Burnell so dangerous, is he will continue on with this stand-up, not really working hard to get the takedown. He's just going to make your arms get a little heavy by trying to hold on to him. He'll break off, but he'll start wearing you down to the point when he does really go for that takedown. It happens.
Burnell recorded his lone career knockout, flooring Darko Banovic at 3:13 of the first round in his Bellator MMA debut in October of 2020 in Paris, France. But man, Borics really utilizing an effective jab. Both of them showcasing some pretty impressive striking skills in this fantastic first round.
Burnell really going to the body well, too.
This is the featherweight division. And you couldn't ask for a better start to this.
Oh, that's a big shot by
elbow by Borics, a knee by Borics. Mads Burnell.
Borics has really stepped inside with those elbows.
That beard must be made of iron whiskers, because Burnell is eating some nasty shots, and he continues to go to the body with that left hook to the liver.
Really fast pace by both fighters. They're both putting out a lot of energy here, landing a lot of shots.
45 seconds of what has been an electrifying opening round. Right uppercut by Burnell. The jab by Borics.
Burnell has found a good target coming up underneath the guard of Borics.
30 seconds left in the first of a potential 5 rounds at 145 pounds. Burnell going downstairs. Countered by Borics. Push kick by Borics to the midsection.
Nice uppercut again by Burnell.
A hand kick by Borics. Jab by Borics.
Both guys just going hard.
Talk about shocking leather, and man, Burnell has had a great job with the left hook to the body, followed by the left hook upstairs. Meanwhile, Borics continues to go aerial with the knee. A title shot hangs in the balance, and that is what is at stake. Of course, Patricio Pitbull will get a second crack at AJ McKee Friday, April 15, one of the most anticipated rematches in Bellator history. And we mentioned it, Patricio can't force the rubber match. The winner of this fight could challenge AJ McKee next in the scorecard, John.
Scorecard, I gave it to Borics based upon, if you recall earlier in the round, he hurt Mads Burnell. Had him a little stunned. Mads Burnell did some great work, but that was the difference in the round for me.
Mid-range again, Borics going back to the knee attack, and Burnell going back to the body attack with the left hook, and then upstairs with a combination push kick by Burnell. 3-punch combination by Borics, and again, Borics trying to keep him at bay with the jab, but Burnell burrows in.
But he's done a really good job of when Burnell comes inside. Watch him throw those elbows, slicing elbows coming across, both left and right.
Borics with a Muay Thai background. In fact, was undefeated as an amateur. Began Thai boxing in 2010 and utilizing the art of 8 limbs in that sequence, and now going back upstairs with the jab.
Borics is going to have to continue to try to check that kick. He's eaten a couple of them.
There's a left hook that lands for Burnell upstairs. Calf kick by Burnell. That kick was caught by Borics. Sweeps his leg and takes Burnell to the canvas.
This is where he's got to be careful, though. Burnell is outstanding with his sweeps and reversals. He does not just stay on his back. He gets to his side, creates problems. This is not a guy that just guards you up.
More than half of his 16 wins have come via submission for Burnell. Back up to their feet. Borics looking for the
beautiful
knee,
elbow.
Muay Thai knee from the Thai plum. Speaking of Muay Thai, an elbow.
Really have to be impressed with the elbows that Ádám Borics has been throwing. Beautiful slicing elbows, but look at the body attack.
I'm really impressed with Burnell's left hook.
Oh my God, it's been fantastic.
Sprawl by Borics. And there's an elbow over the top by Ádám Borics. He is really showcasing his art of the 8 limbs Muay Thai background in what has been a striking smorgasbord here between 2 of the top fighters at 145, and they are bringing the fight to each other. Uppercut by Borics. Again, looking for that elbow over the top.
Well, the real question is this. We have seen Burnell get into these types of wars before and continue on with this pace. Can Ádám Borics stay with this pace? Because he has so far.
Well, Burnell putting the investment into the body. Remember, a 5-round fight.
Absolutely. That's a long ways to go. You got to pace yourself. You got to have those moments where you grab some wind. But the pressure of Burnell right now has just been unbelievable.
Uppercut on the inside by Burnell. Again, pine jab by Borics. Left hook upstairs again by Burnell. And it's the punch placement. It's the change up in speed. And there's another knee attempt. Another jumping knee. But you're seeing a great display of MMA striking.
Oh, unbelievable. And you're seeing they're both touching at times, and then all of a sudden you'll see them throw one with power. Beautiful. That left hook to the body has been money for Burnell.
And he's got that cross arm, you know. Joe Frazier used it to knock down Muhammad Ali. Archie Moore popularized it. George Foreman, Ken Norton, many of them. But so the boxing of Burnell, a student of the sweet science. Oh, spinning attack by Borics, and Burnell ate it. Another body shot by Burnell. As good as advertised, and there's 30 seconds left in the second round.
Burnell's starting to show a little bit of damage to that right eye.
Oh, and Borics beginning to really eat a lot of those body shots, and they will take their toll, Jaws.
Oh, there's no doubt. He has been working and punching holes in that gas tank, but I'll get
few other Borics fights. But like I was saying, I saw just like you see the volume striking that Borics puts in.
The knockdown with the right hand. Burnell
His defensive.
Wow.
It's definitely the volume striking that I think that McKee is going to have some issues with on the feet, and going to have to figure out something. He might be able to work his way around it with his defensive, or with the more dynamic kicks and stuff. The spinning kicks to the bodies and all that stuff is going to give Borics something to work with. But he might end up just getting caught with an elbow or something that gets him dropped early. And his tank looked like it's much less. It's going to be much more of an issue.
Being really square right now.
As you'll see, Borics keeps with his volume striking. Even though the first round he came out way much the volume, the speed, the combinations keep up all the way through the fifth. And then Burnell. As I put it before, they're a great dance partner.
Left hook upstairs. This is round number 3, scheduled for 5. A featherweight championship shot up for grabs. And And both of them showcasing the stuff that champions are made of.
No doubt about it. Both these guys are showing why they were both ranked at number 2. You're just showing you all these different skill sets, heart, determination, grit.
The counter
just
right
a fantastic
over
fight
the
so far.
counter right overhand after the
Borics putting together combinations, looking for the takedown. Blocked by
I'm starting to
Burnell.
feel the
Burnell
5
with
a.m.
front
dude.
kick.
I thought I could do it. I thought
Borics responds in kind, goes downstairs with a low kick, and Burnell tags him with the jab. I mean, the pace is incredible.
Incredible, and what's really incredible is if you notice when Ádám Borics explodes, he's still really fast. After all the shots he's taken.
And there's another shot to the body, courtesy of
But
the
after
left
this,
hook
we're going
of
to put on
Burnell.
some Fabian Edwards and Costello against Steenis. Neither of them talking
Borics still working from the
pretty good
single
amount
collar
of
tire
fights.
where his Muay Thai sport. The long, beautiful uppercuts from the right distance, John.
Absolutely.
And there's a right uppercut
It's not
from
like this
Burnell.
isn't an exciting fight.
Oh, nice elbow by Borics.
You know, and I thought that, you know, Mads Burnell was, oh, that hurt him. You could see that hurt him to the
And
body.
he switched to his stance.
Yep.
He went to southpaw momentarily after tasting that nasty body shot from Burnell. Another left hook to the liver by Burnell.
I thought Mads Burnell was going to try to fight this in a phone booth, and I thought that was the way he was going to look towards getting a win. But I'll give it to Ádám Borics. He's fought very well at a range that I didn't think he was as good as Mads.
And Burnell beginning to now score effectively on Ádám Borics. Continues to go to the body. Borics looking for the clinch momentarily. Midway point of the round.
Those body shots, they just keep coming, and they're going to add up. You can only take so many. Obviously, Ádám Borics is in great condition. You can tell by the way he looks and everything. But, man, those shots.
And he's
does a great job of just keeping the activity up.
highly effective shots on Burnell, but Burnell keeps marching forward, coming
Not
up on the
only do you
final
got
2 minutes
volume,
of the
angles
third.
which is coming from
Burnell
kicks, elbows,
working the body, going downstairs with that calf
primarily
kick.
using
Another
punch and twos, of course.
leg kick by Burnell.
I'm sure you guys have seen the flying knees.
Borics trying to
The
utilize
flying
that
knees, the
footwork to
standing
get
knee.
out of the way.
I was super
Just
impressed with
relentless
the
pressure
accuracy
from
of
Mads
each
Burnell.
knee always being like right on
Relentless,
the jaw,
but not
on the right
reckless.
side.
And highly effective.
You're starting to see a little bit
The
of
striking is definitely going to be a problem for the feet. I think he's going to be able to
Burnell, nice jab, and
get the
there's
better
another
of him.
knee strike by Borics.
I think once it gets to the ground,
low leg kick.
McKee might have something for him. His takedown defense is good, but once it gets to the ground, I
just
think
like
McKee
Mads
has
Burnell
the
does.
Terrific technique. Mads
So it really is
Burnell
going to be a styles make fight
March
sort
6,
of thing.
Ádám Borics is 28, both in their primes, and both tonight taking their careers to the next level already with what we've seen on display, John.
Absolutely. You don't know how this is going to end up, and man, neither guy has taken anything from. You take a look, they've given everything you could ask from someone in just the 3 rounds.
You bring up fight IQ, we're seeing a lot of high fight IQ on display here tonight.
Yeah, really impressed with Mads Burnell sticking to his game plan. Hasn't altered it. He's still looking for the takedown off his punches, but not forcing anything, not making it to where he's going to wear himself out.
And Borics remains busy.
There, 1, 2,
It just
3.
seems like the more eye-catching shots, the more powerful shots come from Burnell.
Well, right now, the body shots are the big difference, man. You're looking, at times when you're seeing Ádám Borics throw his hands in this round,
So
many of them are missing. Take a look. Just threw 3 shots.
I don't think I saw McKee
And the left hook by Burnell did clip.
Well, no, he was circling
Ádám
away.
Borics, spinning kick by Borics. He is looking to finish this in fantastic fashion. It
They were
has
doing a lot
already
of
been
grappling.
a
I don't think
fantastic
Borics
fight.
is going to chase. He doesn't have to chase too much.
Borics,
He'll be able to tee
fan
off.
club, representing his native Hungary, looking to put, he's already put MMA on the map in his country, where
Burnell
the
in this
sport
fight
is still very much
always holding
the
forward
growing
his
stage
WP.
as we begin the 4th round, scheduled for 5 in what is essentially a title elimination bout between the 2 fighters currently ranked in number 2. Big John, your scorecard, you have Borics up.
I have Borics up 29-28. I thought Mads Burnell came on in that 3rd round. He landed the cleaner, crisper shots. I had him taking that.
Safe to say that the scores
Borics,
could be
different. Absolutely. One of those rounds could definitely be in Mads Burnell's favor.
Kicks,
I think the third round is definitely his. So we'll see.
Elbow, some sort of damaging strike. Or just slow McKee down.
Mid-range and Borics working together, combinations and landing. Burnell trying to block.
Open up these hands even more.
High guard, fluid, misses with the kick.
McKee's going to be strategically looking for shoots behind striking, with punishing into
Borics
shoots.
are the two fighters in the opening minute of the fourth round.
More so than Burnell here.
I think Ádám Borics' corner told him, hey, you lost that round, man. You let him take control. You got to get it back, and he's going
Not sure if McKee's got the hands like that. It's going to be an interesting
Burnell
fight.
has that right hand stapled to his chin. Very, again, defensively responsible, but trying to find a way to score some offense as Borics. Right up the middle with the knee to the jaw.
Right up the middle.
Nice uppercut on the
Like I said,
inside
it's
by
always in the same
Burnell.
spot, jumping knees and knees. And the fact that he can throw it from both jumping and standing position.
You can hear Adam's corner. Who wants it more?
Elbow, and over the top real quick.
Burnell trying to blind Borics with the jab before landing the right. Borics moving out of the way, striking first.
Falling on the right eye of
Couple of neat
Burnell.
right hand splits the guard, and Burnell goes back to the
Jab from
1-2 under
Borics.
3 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Yeah, I'm still looking spry. Halfway through the fourth. Light on the feet. And like I said, the volume, the gas tank,
Knee up the middle by
it's
Borics.
impressive. He's not gonna gas. I saw McKee
There's that
get
lead
gas
left hook to the body by Burnell.
third round.
But it's
So,
been a great round for Ádám
that's
Borics
definitely
thus
gonna
far,
have to
John.
be
It's been a much better round.
a focus
He's
coming
looking
into
up
this
at the
fight.
clock,
They're gonna have
which is
to know
telling
this
me
guy
that
has,
he stepped on the
be able to
gas a
get
little
7,
bit.
8 rounds.
He took control, just took a big right
He's
hand.
definitely
Let's see how he does in this last half. He's definitely ahead right now, but he could lose it.
He looked at the clock. I thought he was wanting to see maybe is it time to try another jumping knee. I mean, he's tried a few tonight. Coming up on the final 2 minutes, catches the kick of
As soon
Burnell,
as he
knocks
tries
him
that
off
front kick,
balance.
or the push
There's
kick,
a push kick by
he
Borics
catches
that
it and
sends
he lets
Burnell
him know he's like,
backwards.
yeah, I
2
got the
minutes
push
left
kick.
in the round.
I'm the push kick.
Oh, nice left hook.
Why does that sound-
Right uppercut combination by Borics.
You're looking to see those 3-4 punch combinations. Those are what end up landing. It's the third and fourth shot. That was a beautiful combination by Borics.
Oh, and a beautiful elbow strike in close. Another elbow. He comes
Straight through with the left.
and just slashes Burnell with those elbow strikes.
We talked about
It
the
was like
confidence
a
of Ádám Borics, and after that one loss, how he lost
Right
confidence.
hook.
And you could see it in the way he was fighting. He is back. He is opening up. He's letting his hands flow.
Yeah, but we'll see if McKee gives him this sort of like almost static target coming to it. Burnell's so dogged with
It all on the line
how he's
because
approaching.
it is all on the line, John. An
He is
opportunity.
just
This is
sticking him with
why
one of his
they've been
left hands.
training. This is why they made the sacrifices, spending time away from
There
their
comes the jumping
families, traveling to
quick.
America in search of their MMA fortune. Denmark's Mads Burnell, Hungary's Ádám Borics. Under a minute left in the fourth.
Adam's done a really
He got caught in
good
his
job
guard.
of fighting long in this round, even though Mads is crushing the distance all the time, trying to work
I do
at
remember I
it.
had
Look at
mentioned
the
that
straight
it
shots
was
by
interesting
Ádám
to see that
Borics.
he
Something
starts
Josh
with the
Thompson
feints
and
here
you spoke
really
about
late in the fourth
being one
round,
of the keys to victory for Ádám Borics.
which wasn't something that you see him do too much earlier.
There's a 1-2 that lands another multiple punch combination. Oh,
And then he starts doing the Fortnite emotes.
and histrionics, what is going on?
Mads Burnell is awesome. They're both having
Yeah,
fun
they're
out there.
blasting him.
They are beating the snot out of each other.
It's a fun
and
fight.
loving it.
I went to the fights and a dance party broke out. Mads Burnell and Ádám Borics both putting on a dynamic dance of mixed martial arts. Wow!
Yeah, took that round again.
What a fight it's been.
First one is good. With the right eye of Burnell.
It could potentially come down to this, the final 5 minutes.
Horsemanship.
Mutual respect has
It's a great fight.
been definitely earned in the previous 20 minutes. And you talk about adjustments each has to make here in what is the most important 5 minutes of their respective careers thus far.
Yeah, both of them. I mean, you're just taking a look at what is on the line right now. The guy who gets this stepping forward, putting himself in place to fight for the title. It's important.
The interesting footwork from Burnell.
While it's always
some
important to put on the show, Mads Burnell has to know full well that, yeah, one thing to entertain, he needs to win this fight. And he may need to even do more than simply win the round. He might need to have to finish Ádám Borics. He needs to on your scorecard.
My scorecard, he does. It could be that, you know what, he just needs to win the round with the judges. But I think that he's going to need a finish if he wants to walk out with that
versus the accuracy with the hands as Burnell's coming in. The selection of what he's done with the jabs, straight right, with the hook, right hook.
Now backing Burnell up.
Borics has done such
Depending on Burnell's
a
guard,
good
of
job of just touching, throwing volume, every now and then lighting it up with some power. But he's been able to throw so much volume at Mads Burnell as Burnell comes in trying to crush the distance. It's just been an outstanding performance by Ádám Borics.
So many crafty combinations by both fighters, but Ádám Borics again going for the knee attack. And Burnell almost spit out his mouthpiece. But Burnell needs to try to find a way to navigate this distance, close the distance. As Borics is managing to keep him at bay here, John.
Borics is able to control the actual distance of Burnell getting inside and able to wrap his hands around him. He's not able to do that. Borics has just been fantastic at foot movement. We talked about at the beginning, footwork is key for him. And take a look at what he's doing right now, Mauro. Look at the footwork that he's employing. He is circling out on everything.
Playing tennis with his wife every Sunday helps with footwork as well as Ádám Borics.
Okay,
right uppercut there. Right uppercut by Mads Burnell. Well, the cardio's definitely, my man. I mean,
like I said,
horses,
tank.
Both of them.
The darting in and out.
I've seen him get gas, but look at the combinations he's still throwing.
Coming up on the final 2 minutes.
Look at him on the feet.
Mads Burnell has to somehow
he's still catching strikes and stuff, but it's just like Burnell doesn't have as much gas to put as much juice behind him as he wants.
To Big John's scorecard, I happen to
But he's
agree
getting
with you,
tagged.
sir, as we are under 2 minutes now left in this 5-round feature attraction in the featherweight division.
Whip out.
Great job by
McKee
Borics.
better at just wrestling and the offensive grappling for what we've seen. Situations like that might be a little dicier in the fight.
Hands wrapped around him, close that grip.
What's going to happen? I don't know why I'm still wanting to lean towards McKee being able to get some sort of win. I think it's just because we've seen Borics has lost 2 submissions. Has lost the submissions. In other situations where he's won in fights in decision, he's lost rounds in pretty convincing ways to defensive grappling where he didn't have any answer. I'm not going to replay the Jeremy Kennedy fight, but there was a really convincing round, the second round. So, just the way these MMA fights tend to go. I'm not sure. Maybe McKee gets caught with something that drops him.
Borics has had some dynamic wins, big knockouts, but he's never had a better performance.
But I just feel like it's going to end up getting to the ground. Somebody's going to get pinned on the fence. It's going to get taken down to the ground. And McKee on his back is super dangerous. Potentially is dangerous. Like, Borics is going to be on his feet, you know. So I don't know what round or how it would go, or if it would go to decision.
From the most complete performance
Borics is gonna win on the feet. I'm pretty sure.
By Ádám Borics, coming in 17-1 as a pro.
I just said Borics.
Looking to land the knee KO at the end, but
I pronounce his name like 7 different ways.
Go the distance, a fantastic fight. And
I shouldn't have committed to those.
Performance by Ádám Borics, and for Mads Burnell. I mean, those first 3 rounds were insane. Last couple of rounds, Ádám Borics seemed to take over, dictate the pace, slow it down, make it more conservative, but still very effective.
It's a privilege, an honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 non-stop rounds of action, we'll go to your 3 judges at cage side. Your first, Marcel Varela, scores the fight 49-46. Judge Travis Busking scores it 50-45. Your third and final judge, Jared Villel, 49-46.
Somebody calling it 50-45 is
unanimous decision.
He definitely won the third round.
The kid is hot tonight. Hungary's Ádám Borics.
I was able to put one Ádám Borics fight in here. YouTube, unfortunately, messed me up out of the other 4 that I watched earlier. But we got to move on. We're going to move on to the Fabian Edwards fights. I want to make sure I get these in order. Yeah, versus Johnny Eblen. Yeah. I have 2 of the Severa. I'm not okay.
Set now to make his way to the cage, the challenger, Fabian, the assassin.
Fabian.
Fabian Edwards wrapping along with KK, the race. And hey, the race was on the minute he started training in MMA. Was 22 years old, a little more advanced. His older brother already doing his thing, and of course Leon, now a UFC welterweight champion. But Edwards, at first a little stubborn, wanted to get things done more quicker than he needed to. His coach is different. He's now matured, and he's put together a 3-fight win streak. 2 of those wins over all-time great Leo Machida with an incredible knockout elbow off the ring, and of course he earned the title shot coming off a beautiful performance against the one common opponent he shares with Area, but that former 2-time champion with Arthur Santos.
When he's fighting a big name guy, he puts on great performances, and that's really impressive.
I don't know why it was just
You take a look at some of his earlier fights where when he was 5-0, yeah, he was
listen to the whole
asking
time.
everybody, he could beat everybody, but he had never been in against those levels of guys. Well, now he has, and he definitely is an athlete. He is a shooter, but for him to win this fight, he needs to keep his back off the cage. If his back's on the cage, it's going to spell big trouble for him. Attack the body early and often. He's got a beautiful body attack, especially with the chin. Go after him, like Cole's done yesterday.
His brother's championship fortunes will have nothing. Raised everyone a team of Renegade, and Leon, of course, will be in his brother's corner here tonight. And hey, it's been a Mo birthday stroke tonight. We saw Eric Pico celebrate his 27th birthday tonight in impressive fashion. For Edwards, not only is he looking to make history, join his brother as a champion, he wants to send his son Milo a special 5th birthday present here tonight. Edwards with championship glory in his sights.
I was looks like a theater. Oh, I remember I can't let this go. That is gonna get my stream taken down if I let that.
This is big. His is a big lift.
That's a big lift that keeps on changing. Hey, just think about this. If he goes through all the middleweights and decides he's going to end up going to light heavyweight, I'm going with Johnny Quest. Look at Johnny Eblen is a special fighter. His keys to beat Fabian Edwards here is pressure and crush the range. Can't be on the outside long against Fabian. When the opportunity comes, you have a huge advantage. Wrestle, and make him pay on the ground.
YouTube's gonna take my video down. All right.
For all the gold.
That Bellator belt reminds me of what is that?
Bellator
next division
MMA tonight from Dublin, Ireland, live on Showtime. Inside 3 Arena, the time has come for the main event of the evening. 5-minute rounds for the Bellator Middleweight World Championship. Sanctioned by the Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation, Chairman James Gessner, supervising at cage side, Director Mike Mazzulli. And now, first introducing the blue corner. At 6'1", weighing in 185 pounds even, the #1 ranked contender in his first world title fight enters with 12 professional victories, 2 losses, fighting out of Birmingham, England, presenting the challenger, Fabian, the Assassin Edwards. And across the cage, the champion tonight fights out of the red corner. At 6'1", weighing in 184.6 pounds in his second defense of his world title tonight as a professional. He stands perfect at 13-0 by way of Kansas City, Missouri. He's fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated, reigning and defending Bellator middleweight world champion, Johnny Pressure Eblen. And at the bell, the referee in charge, Brian Miner.
I'm pretty sure he fights next week in Madrid. Or not Madrid.
Gentlemen, went over the rules.
It's Pittsburgh,
This is
isn't
for the
it?
title. Fight hard. Keep it clean.
Next week.
You want to touch gloves? Do it now. Get back to your room.
Let's go.
Corners.
Okay.
The champion Eblen blending his boxing with his wrestling. He told us he's going to rearrange Edwards' fist with his face and take that belt, the Bellator middleweight championship, back.
Wait, what? He's going to rearrange his fist with his face? Did you hear that? Did I hear that?
He feels, well, he's going to put the...
It skipped ahead before.
In round 2 or 3.
That's my opinion. That's not me. That's the VAR. That's the official VAR. Let's go. Go back. Go back. Go.
With the high kick block by Edwards.
Apologies for getting the hand before this video. Shouldn't have been too bad. I'm tired already. I see that. Continuing off of each other with kicks at range. Little combination with back in there. He hits really hard. I see that. Explosive is Fabian, reactive, slipping away from out of range. He's got enough. He got the 5.5-inch reach advantage here, so to see Eblen initiating in these exchanges is kind of interesting. But yeah, he does need to try to be a little bit more active. And you do see Fabian using the reach advantage, controlling the center of the cage. I hope I'm saying that right, Fabian, not crazy. I'm gonna keep saying Fabian. That's pretty natural.
Those in his corner, the pressure cooker that is American top team field, but already he is the best middleweight on the planet, wants to cement that status tonight. And he has a lot of respect for Sean Strickland.
Adjustment on the gloves might have been a little bit of a tell. It's like, yeah, that hurt. Okay. Eblen, once he gets inside, not afraid to stay there in that pocket. Hit him with the kicks. Nice catch. Let's slip him. Yeah, I'm gonna need their little help on the audio mixing in this. I can barely hear my co-commentators. Nice combination of kicks within the shoot. He's got that leg. Doesn't pin up against the fence. Transitioning to a double leg. Tried to pull both legs out from underneath him.
His anti-wrestling, and he worked on it, John, after his loss to Austin Vanderford. And since then, well, 3 consecutive wins, and we've seen a marked improvement.
Fabian trying to work on the class. Eblen still working the position. I don't know. I said rather like that's the right one. It could be either one. It's the one. That's all this thing. That's elbow on the break. Changing the kicks yet again. Very easy for Fabian to control that space with his jab. 5.5-inch reach. They're thinking about the hands to catch him with the leg kick. Both of them are pretty stiff on their front legs, despite, you know, taking some pretty stiff kicks. That one was to the back leg. With the Eblen, exchange of kicks. Change into the kick, head kick. Making the body use Edwards. Championship fighters both doing a good job of investing in the leg kicks here, not committing too heavily on either side, not depleting their tanks. They both look really experienced. They know they're playing for the later rounds. Little sign of frustration from Eblen there. Punched the cage. Something. Didn't like how that round went. I don't know, would you give it to Edwards 10-9 just because it was more active with the significant strikes, connecting with the body kicks? I'm not sure. My brain is mush. Was there a takedown that round? It's a fight so far. Let's see what's coming in. Out. Oh, cool tattoo. The Korean American Taijutsu on his back. I like it. Ow, hard body kick to the right side of the ankle. So they give it to 9 now. I forgot if he had gotten to take that. If he got to take that. Yeah. They said advantage due to strikes and commentary if you couldn't hear them. I'm going to disagree.
Standing in pressure and having aggressiveness is great. When you got throw shots, Fabian just needs to
both exchanging those headhunting kicks.
which he seems to be doing here at the start of the season.
Eblen, as we mentioned, had never lost a round unanimously in 13 pro fights. That was a close first 5 minutes for Eblen, having the advantage in terms of the striking. And
absolutely was close. There was not much difference between them.
Got already a minute down this round. Look after the body. Make a bit headhunting with the kicks. Ooh, got them. Got him to drop down. Quickly back up to his feet. He's in there. Over the pushing. Elbow. Pretty nice elbow. Edwards returns with one. Both of them. Edwards lost his legs for a second. Yeah, Eblen definitely has been landing the more significant strikes in this round. I'm seeing it. You see the guard coming up when Edwards has these kicks to the body into the back leg. Evans making sure he doesn't catch one of those. Doesn't catch that ankle to the temple. Don't want that. Nice, I like that. After he whiffed with the front leg kick, had a little bit of a side kick on the way back. First time I saw that. Probably don't want to do it too much.
Loves to watch those powerful left kicks. Just over 2 minutes left.
I've been seeing Eblen doing a good job working around the reach disadvantage. Nice right, left hit, overhand, counter. I was able to use a little bit of pace. Shot in. It's a tough body lock. Fabian Edwards with really good takedown defense. It was good to see. Yeah, Fabian Edwards, good takedown defense. Good chin. He's right next to his coaches, so. Oh, nasty elbows on the break. Eblen hits hard. He just goes straight, knock your head off. Good job avoiding too much damage. But yeah, Eblen again, another round. This one I definitely saw he had significant strikes there. And of course was pushing in, had him pinned against the fence at the end of the round. Yeah, some damage there.
Because elbows do cut bone to bone. Here's Eblen inside, right against Hughes. There's that elbow that caused the cut. You see him right away. He wipes at it. Look at both right there. And it's just a slicing one. Doesn't hit super heavy, but enough to cut Johnny Eblen. We'll see if that ends up having any effect in this fight.
Slicing elbow. Eblen with another 10-9 round, but didn't come out of it unscathed. Damn, pretty tough. Pretty big cut.
Seconds out. Whenever you break up. Seconds out. Doc, do you want to see that?
Yeah, it's a pretty bad cut. Wow, those elbows are sharp, dude. Bro got razor blades on his arenas. What do you mean?
He has bloodied his opponents with elbow strikes, and he draws first blood here tonight in the biggest fight of his life.
Yep, Eblen knows he has to push the advantage. He can't let that cut get damaged more. What a counter. What a whip punish. Oh, he got hip drop. He's on him. Oh, he got him. He's out. That was it. He's out. He's out. He's out. Damn, he's talking shit. He's talking bad shit. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. How dare you? How dare you make me bleed my own blood? That was sick, actually. What a fight. Wow. Yo, he's like, I want more. Were they talking shit or something? What? What's the problem? What? He wants more? Oh, he's talking to his brother? Oh, yeah, his brother's a fighter, isn't he? Yeah, I got your boy, huh? Okay. Why would you be upset that he's excited? I don't know. I guess he was talking crap to him, but he was knocked out. That was cool.
Let's take a look at the sequence here.
That was a really good whip punish there. But then after that, ooh, yeah, he might have been smelling blood a little bit too much. And then that was it. Yeah, he was on him. Yep. You see the hands. You see the eyes. He's gone. Yep. The eyes are definitely like he's out. He was seeing stars. Good reffing. Got him to avoid too much damage. I think Eblen is super strong, but Fabian is showing out too. Great reference. There was that elbow right there. Yeah, it was that first elbow to the temple that had him, and then it was a couple extra formalities after that.
He came in with those at ATT proclaiming him as the best middleweight in mixed martial arts.
He's like, I'm not done. I'm not done. Oh, did he spit on him? Oh, yeah, that would be a fight.
Super impressive fashion, overcoming that nasty gap, that adversity, and he closes the show like you always want a champion to do. And since, well, some of the...
Well, this guy's got to get his next week. If he's spitting on people, that's not a very sportsmanlike. Good fighter, though. Entertaining. Are you going to dap him up? What's going on? Let's see how this is. What happens here? Does he apologize? Okay. Yeah, see, we're all good. Maybe he spit on accident. You could get super fight spit on accident. He was literally bleeding, bro. He probably was like lost his body. Yeah, that was sick. That was a great fight. It was a great finish. That's all good. They dapped up. I mean, they're literally fighting in the cage, man. There's water under the bridge.
Send him into overdrive, and once he
Dangerous elbows from the break from Fabian. I'm trying to think what is the takeaway for him here. We'll see some more from him. We've got a couple more fights. Versus Silvera.
21 seconds into round number 3. The winner by knockout.
It's 6 a.m.
Still the undefeated Bellator middleweight world champion, Johnny Pressure Eblen.
That cut is nasty, bro.
A monster performance for
No eye contact, but they did dap up, so who cares?
Tail the tape for your main event. Fabian Edwards 32, Josh Silvera 32. Both men standing 6 feet 1 inch, both weighed in at 186 pounds. The only difference here is Fabian Edwards with a
Silvera.
4-inch reach advantage.
Fight another American, huh? 4-inch reach advantage. Got another reach advantage. I think that's probably just gonna be. That probably is gonna be the case for him in this weight class. It just seems like he's taller than people. Yeah.
And when the clinch comes, utilize those elbows. For Josh Silvera, kick, punch, clinch, get into close range, chain wrestling to keep this fight moving along, and then control and strike on the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, this semifinal bout is brought to you by Arturo Tires. Get a quick quote online and keep performance within reach with Arturo Tires. Head over to Arturo.com.
Don't tell him what to do.
Live from Wintrust Arena in Chicago, Illinois, USA. This is your main event, and it is an absolute banger! Let's turn first to the blue corner. Standing in with a record of 14 victories against just 4 defeats. 12
just blow a snot rocket. You nasty,
by
bro.
way of stoppage. He weighed in at 186 pounds. This man is a 2023 PFL light heavyweight finalist. He fights out of Coconut Creek, Florida. He is Josh Conina Silvera. Across the cage in the red
First time
corner,
watching this guy as well.
with a record of 14
Okay, let's see how
victories
Fabian
against
bounces
just 4
back.
defeats. He also weighed in at 186 pounds. He is a former Bellator middleweight title challenger who represents Birmingham, England. He is the assassin, Fabian Edwards. Your referee for this bout, Blake
I guess. I'll
Price.
see if I can.
Gentlemen. Gentlemen, we know the
See if
rules.
they
I
have
do
it.
expect a clean fight. Obey my command. Protect yourself at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Good luck to you both.
Hey, they touch gloves this time. They touch gloves with Johnny.
Josh Silvera is in the dark trunks. Fabian Edwards in the green.
Here we go. You ready? Ready?
Blake Price overseeing the action. 3 5-minute rounds to decide who will face Dalton Rasta. A World Tournament final coming up in August.
Two low kicks. The second one takes Fabian off his feet, and he's trying to now return some hard calf kicks. It's got to be about volume for Silvera. He's got to keep Fabian working. But this Fabian's different. I mean, he looks so much sharper than he has done in previous years.
He talked to us about how the back-to-back camps,
Both of you watch your fingers.
they've changed his body. Feels lighter on his feet, leaner, easier weight cut. A battle of low kicks early in
Okay,
this
so
fight.
I was looking for the fight between the last fight, Eblen, in this one. Fabian Edwards defeated Impa Kasanganay? Yeah.
Josh also looks a lot faster as a middleweight, doesn't he?
It's a totally different world for him.
But
We talked about
got what we got. Watch what we watched.
40 pounds between competing as a 205-pounder, trying to add size.
Okay, I'm seeing he's staying a little bit more in the pocket. He's hunting with the punches more here. Like his stance is more I don't know how else to describe it except like he's heavy. Yeah, he's heavier on the front leg. He's leaning more in. And he's like closer to the pocket with using his reach advantage with the hands instead of the legs as he was against Eblen. Caught something there. Ooh. Head movement into the level change from Severa. Let's see how Fabian defends here. Y'all can do better with that flag, bro. Y'all, it's just a red box. Oh my god. Why is that making me laugh? Good takedown defense. Severa still pushing the pace here, though.
This is where Judge Silvera can work on the gas tank for Edwards. Fabian doing a good job controlling the wrist. I think he's going to try and turn off the fence. Try and make some space to get back to striking range.
A bit of an elbow there. While Severa is busy working his hands.
Do not put your fingers in the head. Don't listen to me. Don't put your stay where you are. Yes, I did. Stay where you are. Do not do that again. Fight.
What are you talking about? Don't put your fingers in the I don't know, man. There's the knee on the break. Now Severa is like, what you? He's gonna take his anger at the ref out on me. Front kick.
Both these guys very active with the kicks, the legs. Edwards stabbing for the body and working on the calf.
Severa raising his knee on the way in now. Exchanging big hit, big hands. Both landing a couple. Severa pushing in after he got tagged with something. Has a pretty deep hook on that single leg. Fabian with the takedown defense, still good. Nice sprawl, actually pushing him down. Yeah, Severa is in a pretty tough spot. It was just like a spider. What is this, dude? What a reversal from Fabian, dude. Okay. This is tough. Okay, well, at least he has an arm to work with, kind of. Yeah, there you go. See? Great mat work from Fabian. They said Fabian. I apologize if it is Fabian. You're saying Fabian. It rolls off the tongue really easy. I try to say Fabian. Fades. Another bench. Calling his grab Severa. Able to reverse and get back on top, but Edwards avoiding damage for the most part. Oh, damn, he goes right in the whip, bro. Holy crap. Not with any sort of body triangle or anything, but look at the position. Caught him with a little bit of something on the way out. Yeah, he is a few inches taller than him, isn't he? What is this? Who was that? Was that Gadzi? What was that? Random Gadzi spotting or something? I think that's who that was. Gadzi rather than
blow out. Listen, you need to fucking more nudges and feints. Staying in front of him too much. More energy in your legs, yeah. More energy. On the feet, you're a bit flat-footed, yeah. Let's get these legs moving. Nudges and yeah. He's wide open with his hands as well. Go down the middle. He's wide open with his hands there. You're not going down the middle.
You're very fine. You're very fine.
This dude nasty, bro.
Let's go.
Both fighters getting some coaching between rounds. Conan Severa, the father of Josh Severa, always in his corner. Steve Mako also back there. Leon Edwards.
All right, we go, boys. Ready? Ready? Fire!
Family affair on both sides.
A little bit of glove touch.
Conan in the background saying, don't wait for him. initiative, start the attack.
When you heard in Fabian Edwards' corner, they were telling him to go
Damn, nice combination, good punch. Caught him with all three, I think, if not just the first two. Silveira still trying to stay in the pocket. Yeah, you see how heavily he's reacting to the feints? He's been getting tagged. Trying to work his way in there, though. Fabian, yeah. Looking a lot different in his stance than it was against Eblen. Not as afraid of the striking power, clearly, because he's more in the pocket, heavier on the front leg, leaning forward, exchanging the hands more. Not as much works with the legs. Eblen was throwing more kicks too.
See Fabian's looking to unlock the wrists, maybe even try a crossface with his right arm. Oh, good work by Josh. Clever work circling around and taking the leg away.
Fabian holding on to the left arm of Josh Silveira. Back to Brazilian.
Got his right arm out now, captured the hips of Fabian.
There's a good elbow by Fabian there as well. That'll get your opponent moving. Silveira trying to lace his legs through to tangle the back one more time. Short elbow.
Nice elbow on the break.
He just missed with the follow.
Man, Leon Edwards is sweating in the corner almost as much as Fabian is in the fight. It's so much it means to him.
Elbow?
But he was too high.
Fabian is almost forcing these elbows even when they're out of range, wanting to get that weapon back involved.
That was really good. Front kick.
Left, right to follow.
Oh, and again with the elbow. Now this is starting to...
Edwards teeing off on him.
Josh is looking like a...
Block, stuffing that takedown attempt, slipping out of it. A bit of elbow in there. Silveira trying to control somehow, pinning him up against the fence, but you can tell he's gassed.
Get some pressure on the back of his head.
And a reversal from Fabian. Scoring with some strikes. He's working his way. Yeah, he's like Silveira kind of let him work his way to his back. He's about to get a choke and almost. This is a tough position. You gotta tuck that chin in. Okay, he had a little bit of a handcuff on that wrist and then just kept the guard. But yeah, this is dangerous. Trying to commit to just blocking. Yeah, there it is. Across the face. Tuck the chin. You gotta tuck the chin. Make sure he doesn't get underneath there.
Condition since the first round, and he got himself in great condition in the first round. Got to be careful. Josh Silveira inverted, getting underneath here. A much stronger second round than Fabian Edwards.
Silveira's gonna have to be worried about these elbows.
Posting the left
a dangerous spot for him.
And then using that forward pressure to just jab it again. Big elbow again.
Starting to tag him, starting to tee off on him. Ooh, knee on the way up. A few more significant strikes on the way back down. Silveira just with his back to the fence. He got kind of a few things. That left foot. Or just left straight. Ow. Another elbow. 10 seconds. He's going to get saved by the bell, but he can tell he's gassed, trying to recover.
I'd love to know what's going through the mind of...
You're at that 10 seconds there. Let me get a little bit of something in.
Watching his teammate have a rough second round.
Silveira's having a rough go. Okay, so this is more what it looks like when Fabian's earlier. But it's really different stylistically. He hasn't been opening up with the kicks as much. It's like really heavy on the lead leg. More busy with the hands. Man, they're talking great. He's done.
Just slow down for me, please. Big breath out. It's cooked. Listen, my man is cooked, bro. Stop. Listen. Cold water. Leon. Cold one, yeah.
Breathe. Listen, you got to make
I love
everything
that.
to not regret tomorrow. So everything's got to come in the next 5 minutes. I want a precision. I want you clear about it. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yeah, because you're down 2-0, so you definitely need to get a knockout.
Give everything for these next 5 minutes. The Edwards corner said he's done, referring to Josh. And for me, that was always kind of a mixed results type.
Wait on me. Wait. Back up.
It's encouraging, yes, but also.
Gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to stop hitting the mat, please, for me. Thank you.
Here we go.
Yeah, ask him to do what?
Especially someone as scrappy as Josh Silveira that can
Touch
fight
gloves.
tired and can look tired and still be very effective. You can't underestimate him. I think sometimes, especially in the Edwards corner, and this goes for both brothers, sometimes they
His
just
back
need
leg
that bit
kicks.
extra spark in the round to push them onto the victory. And I think that's what they're reading from Fabian here. He's tired as well.
He's mixing it up and just in there scrambling, swinging with him, exchanging strikes. Just trading to the body. Nice elbow over the top there. That's a good one.
Lovely work, how he wraps the wrists and comes straight over with that elbow.
Beautiful trapping.
They both think English. He's like, level change, level change. It's like, yeah, but you can hear him too. There he's just faking this some more. Fabian looks really comfortable here. Working with the target. Silveira though, yeah, there is. There's that level change. Okay, he's cutting him off, doing a good job. There he's out. That one whiff was all he needed.
Again. Body first. Yeah. Unhook.
I love being able to understand the coaching.
Shove forward.
Bro, I could not be playing. I could not be fighting with you coaching me like this, dude. It's like, you want to come in here and fight for me, bro? It is good coaching, man. It is good. It's nice. You don't have to think. I'll think for you. That's the other way of looking at it. And now look at what Silveira gave him his back. But he got himself his base back. Got his knee underneath him. Got up his feet. Now touching a hard knee. Over 2 minutes left. What is that? Oh, he's like on his face. He like fell out. He's so tired. Like they were saying, he's done. He's got him exhausted. Making him carry all of his weight on his back. 2 minutes left, dude. Oh. Trying to roll him over and get that body triangle in. Start working on the chokes. Couldn't do it.
Aligned with his spine again, but this is a good hustle from Josh Silveira, who, with 90 seconds left, has got himself back into top position. Reversal by Silveira.
I mean, it is technically top position, but he seems so tired. Yeah, it seems like as long as I looked there, I just wanted to get back up and just get out. Yeah. They were saying he's on top position, but it's like it didn't really seem like it was just kind of like how it turned out. He looked so tired. Tired, dazed. Wow. A little bit of a desperate shoot. Now Edwards is just. Oh! Tried to axe kick, stomp his brains out. He tried to kick his memories out, dude. So there, is that Edwards' coach just telling him to take us back? And Edwards, yep, took a couple of seconds to gather himself and then went for it. Silvera flattening out onto his back. Trying to go for some sort of guard. Yeah, cool tattoo. He's got the shadow boxing. Did you see that? That's cool. Wow, big elbow over the top. Ooh. Edwards putting in damage, man. He cut him up. I think it's a street round straight for Edwards.
Grinding out a victory on top of Josh Silvera. In the final 10 seconds, he'll offer a little celebration before getting back to one final elbow. Again, we go to the judges.
And he dapped him up on the way up. Good stuff. Good fight.
We'll make it official next.
A lot of respect between the fighters. Oh, yep, that's going to give me DMCA, I remember. Where's the... Here we go.
Fabian Edwards, some
The
people may have been
stats.
surprised by that. Outlanded. Official decision is with Greg Hamilton.
Stats look good.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we turn to the judges' scorecards, who all scored the fight 29-28 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Moving on to the finals of the PFL World Tournament, the Assassin, Fabian Edwards.
Middleweight, middleweight tournament final.
Fabian Edwards. Moving on to
Wins over Lyoto Machida? Lyoto Machida?
He's won 6 of his last 8. He adds
Right.
Josh
Now we
Silvera's
got him
name.
going up against what's bros? Joilton. Joilton?
2025 PFL World Tournament Finals action is presented by Valor Energy. Hollywood, Florida, hosting us this week. Fabian Edwards putting the final touches on a warm-up for his main event middleweight championship bout against Hercules. Dalton Rasta. He avenged the only loss on his record in his last bout. A semifinal victory over Aaron Jeffrey. Main event next.
7 weeks. 7 weeks. 7 weeks. Yeah, keep talking. Keep talking. Hand out of my face.
I'm going to pressure him, smother him, maul him. And at the end of the day, whether I knock him out on the feet or whether I submit him, it's going to end one of those ways. It's not going the full 5 rounds.
He hasn't gone out there and beat any former champions or any guy that's done loads in the sport. He hasn't done anything like that. So I don't know where his confidence comes from.
I know I'm a better fighter than him. I know I'm better than him everywhere. I know I'm going to go out there and beat his ass.
Like I say, he's a wrestler. He'll try to box a bit, but there's not a chance he's going to stand there with me for 5 rounds and try exchange. That just won't happen.
Nasty work from Edwards.
He's a good fighter, but he likes fighting at his own pace. Against me, he's not going to get that. I'm going to be in his face the entire time.
Well, he knows 5 rounder, that suits me. That fight tonight, he lost. I don't see him making it.
He still is a bum. He's a I'm going to beat his ass.
But I'm in his face from round 1 to round 5. Let's see who's a bum.
I'm going to go out there. I'm going to win this title just like I said I would on August 21st.
You bring your pillow because you know I'm going to knock you out, and that's it. I'm going to take you out.
There is Hercules, Dalton Rasta. 2-sport collegiate athlete. He wrestled at Seton Hall. He played football at Youngstown State.
Football wrestler, huh? American football wrestler, huh? That's fun.
Love me or you hate me, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to be the best.
He tries to gather the legs of Sadabusi. And a jab, Dalton Rasta. Super catch.
Ooh.
Big flurry from Rasta to finish the fight. Big one.
I don't care who you name, put them in front of me, they're going down.
Confident dude. Represent America. Damn, doing the Stone Cold. That's my North Texas, by the way. That's where I went to school. It's UNT. Showing that love.
Please welcome.
Oh, you're a main event.
Rasta.
Damn, he's coming out to Hustle's Ambition by 50 Cent. I know I can't let it rock. I will absolutely get 50 Cent will own my YouTube channel. I love it though. I love that song.
He wanted this matchup. He wanted the opportunity.
Hey, Jim Stoney, I didn't see you there. Sorry, just now seeing your chat. If that message has been there for a while, good to see you. It's been a while. I've been doing, up and down. You know how life is. Hope you've been doing good out there as well. Hope you've been playing some Street Fighter, man.
And fighting out of the red corner, Fabian Edwards.
Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate putting some words in the chat. I think this is also going to give me the NBA. No, I think that this song is fine.
The fighting pride of Birmingham, England. Fabian Edwards, all week long, has been engaging and picking and prodding and trying to draw that emotion out of Dalton Rasta. In the fighter meetings, he told us he doesn't like Rasta, but he doesn't get worked up, and he thinks that the American counterpart does. He truly believes this gives him an advantage psychologically in the fight because he'll stay calm. And Fabian doesn't think that Rasta will.
I think these two could have met under any circumstances and would have despised each other. They just don't seem like people that would have gotten along no matter what the circumstance, you know?
I think that's a fairly accurate assessment.
Yeah. We're going to lock two alphas in a cage in a minute, and only one of them's going to walk out, the alpha today. Man, I have no idea how this is going to go down. I've been excited for this fight ever since that first face-off that we got. This is a high-level middleweight bout.
Yeah, you take the emotions and rhetoric out of it, and it's very technical fight. Both these guys have great tools.
Valor Energy tail the tape for this middleweight final. Fabian Edwards 32, Dalton Rasta is 29. Edwards does stand 1 inch taller, has a 4-inch reach advantage.
Hey, where's the tail of the tape? He's reading it. I don't see it.
All right, keys to victory for the main event. For Fabian Edwards, he's got to use his long-range striking, but if the range closes down, that's when the counter elbows will come into play, and takedown defense goes without saying. For Dalton Rasta, he's got to control the pace, not too much, not too little. Punches into takedowns, he can't be shooting naked. And then, of course, head and arm chokes, darsers, anacondas, and arm triangles.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 5 rounds is brought to you by Valor's nitrogen-infused energy drinks, the official energy drink partner of the PFL. And now, live from the Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida. You better crack a cold one and get the popcorn ready, Daddy, because this main event is the finals of the middleweight bracket of the 2025 PFL World Tournament, and you already know it's about to be an absolute banger! First, take a look at the blue corner as we introduce a man with a record of 11 victories with only one single defeat. 5 wins by way of stoppage. He currently rides a 3-fight win streak. He weighed in at 185 pounds. He fights out of Coconut Creek, Florida.
There's a lot of fighters out of Coconut Creek. Is that there's a camp there. Hey, that's like Justin Gaethje's camp, right? I forgot exactly the name of that organization.
Across the cage in the red corner, a 19-fight veteran with a record of 15 victories against just 4 defeats. He weighed in at 185 pounds. This man is a former Bellator middleweight title challenger. He represents Birmingham, England. He is the Assassin, Fabian.
That is Fabian.
Your referee for this bout is Keith Peterson.
Both of you be giving you instructions. Touch gloves if you like. Let's fight.
No?
Of course.
Jeez.
If you like.
Okay.
No, I don't like.
Not at all, huh?
Dalton Rasta in the dark trunks.
Dalton
Fabian
Rasta.
Edwards wearing green. 5 5-minute rounds with Keith Peterson overseeing the action.
Sir, you ready? Fight!
Winner takes home a $500,000 check.
Man, it's just 500 grand.
Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, Randy Couture sitting cage side. An exchange of kicks. First action.
Edwards in the open or southpaw stance.
Rosta coming out, contesting that space with his jab. Has a reach disadvantage, I'm assuming, because Edwards is always just taller than people in this division.
Rasta wasn't shy about the game plan. Said yes, he absolutely is going to use the
Okay, working the leg kicks.
Respect Fabian Edwards' ground hit.
That kick's going high in a
He
minute.
doesn't respect the ground.
I think the reason why he keeps tapping the inside leg is to read the backhand of Dalton Rasta to see what it's doing. And Dalton's protecting his body with that when that kick comes.
Left leg stacks to the midsection this time. Rasta tries a high kick.
Nice straight left.
Rasta brought the roundhouse kick to the lead leg of Fabian Edwards before going back to orthodox.
Fabian's edging closer to Rasta. Rasta just giving the center a little bit now. Oh,
Okay, trying to come in. Roast it. You got him in the wall. Okay, can you see? You guys got a replay? I mean, yeah, no, the ref is there. He hears if they hit the cup.
Yeah, but he was backing up and you got him.
He's like, I was aiming for the stump. Yeah. Yeah, that's why he's not taking a point from you.
I got you.
Corner Fabian Edwards advising
Whatever
him
you
to take time. Only 90 seconds into
This ref is chill, bro.
Yes. Give him up.
He's like, you guys want to take a look?
Edwards is up now. Seems to be moving around all right.
He's okay.
Are you ready? Okay, just keep them clean, yes? Time in!
Battle of the lead hand. Fabian's trying to get Rasta to commit. Rasta's trying to get some reads of Fabian.
Got coming hard with that overhand right. He got tagged for it. Probably he's doing a good job counter punching him on the way in.
Fabian's wise to it. Has the right distance to avoid.
Trying to grab a hold of that jab hand.
Fabian
Controlling
looking to
space.
counter the kicks of Dalton. Those teams to the midsection will do good work as well, especially the longer this fight goes. Disrupt the breathing, soften up the midsection.
There you go. Great mirroring footwork by Edwards. Stay right in front of Dalton. Not let him move right or left.
Tagging that front leg. Fabian looking with the counter punches still.
Fabian's looking to counter those kicks, so Dalton needs to be cautious throwing stuff on
Just
the
like Dan picked up on commentary too. He's a counter punch over those kicks. And the high one.
Again, Rasta slaps the head kick.
Yeah, the fans get a big, the big reaction from him.
Two big swings and a miss for Dalton Rasta. Edwards mentioned that Rasta overcommitted the strike.
Body lock. Got him. Okay, right. Okay. Body lock. Back. Fabian's trying to keep his base with his knees and work on the clasp. Up on the feet.
Don't be surprised if Dalton breaks the strike.
Good hand control by Edwards.
Yep.
Turning face. Now chest to chest.
Dalton driving that second underhook in. He's got it. Fabian's fighting it with the forward pressure of Dalton Rasta.
The elbow on the break. And another overhand left. Now he's got a big slam. Yep. Good job from Rasta. Okay, I see why they call it the butterfly now. I saw how his knees were positioned underneath. Checking that leg kick. Yeah. Connecting with that right hand. I mean, he's really opening. Russ is really opening up with the striking. He says he doesn't respect the grappling of Edwards, but he's challenging the striking too. As soon as he gets a chance, pinning them, forcing the grappling situation. Don't grapple with TP. That's a really good first round. Oh my God, I forgot. I'm going to get the MCA for this. I'm over here listening. That's Costello then Steenis. That is going to be the opponent we're going to watch Fabian Edwards against later on today. And when I say later on today, I do mean in 3 hours. Is the sun coming up already? I'm going to have to figure that out.
See some redness on that.
I think the main card technically starts in 5 hours. Yeah. Be sure to check out PFL Madrid. You hear the sound of my voice. It's going to be on ESPN app, PFLMMA.com, PFL app. It's got everything you need to know about it. You can watch all these fights without me yapping over it.
Punches are a little more telegraphed. He's had some success with the leg attack so far. Long left hand, standing kick.
He kind of connected with that front kick to the body, but he caught it on the way back. Edwards, yeah. Had his back up against the fence. He like kind of leaned back as he was like, still reeling from those strikes from Rasta. Doesn't get the single leg he wanted. Fabian doing a good job of reversing. Now he's got the pin. But Rasta was still good. Still has good leverage. Talking about the leverage, easy reversal for Rasta, and look at Edwards looking a lot more off base here. I don't like how close the camera is. I need to see more of their feet. There you go.
Is he going to break and strike in a moment?
Well, Dalton's not shy about breaking from the clinch and letting his hands go.
Back it up, bro. But yeah, neither of them with a good class. Overhook from Rasta. Stay out the fence.
Good shoulder position here for Fabian Edwards. Bringing Dalton Rasta all the way up onto his tiptoes. Looking knees to the body.
I like how you can see Dan standing up to look down at his camera, at his monitors.
Fabian Edwards, proper off balance, he can create some space and lift that elbow through the middle.
Okay, the elbow, a bit of a break there, but staying clinched in. Pushed back up against the fence. Russell staying in there, staying dogged and wanting to grapple, wanting to force it.
Control by Fabian is very good, making it very difficult for partners to secure a lock and take him down.
Framing on the bicep from Fabian. Gets his shoulder underneath the chin of Dalton Rasta. Nice knee to the inside leg. Now he turns.
2 minutes left in round 2.
Also favorite, that pin.
Middleweight tournament title on the line here.
There, get his hand. There you go. Don't put your fingers in his
Rasta
cover.
into the cage.
Oh, big swing. I think Fabian caught him with that left hand counter though. Fabian. Does he have a deep hook on the leg with that left arm? I'm not sure. And Fabian with the overhook. The back leg. Oh, the elbow on as he came in. That was pretty nasty. That could knock you out. He catches you in the right spot. Temple behind the ear. Yeah, he went for it again, but he had already changed levels. It was low enough. Now he's at his back. It's pretty solid takedown. I don't know. You want to give this round to Rasta just because he's been controlling it and pushing and pinning for a majority? So first round to Edwards, this round to Rasta.
25 seconds left. I got his 2 rounds to Rasta so far. I don't know about you guys.
Dan just said 2 rounds of Rasta.
Wasn't scored that way, but I've seen some surprising scorecards tonight.
And it's a surprising. My brain is not asleep. Except me. That's your surprise. Casey, please. But Russell, absolutely, this round. What? I'm gonna get shot for this too. Wait, where's the? Oh, there's no Chiron. I don't know where the round starts. Okay. Bring the front leg kick. Yeah, round 3. Real active with the kicks. Rasta trying to respond with the boot kick. I love that. I don't know why that's so funny to me in MMA, whatever. When someone gets hit with a certain kind of strike and they're like, ow, that hurt. I'm going to do it to you. It's like, that might not be the tactical thing to do, but it's like, it's very human. Yeah, elbow. Now Russell's having a difficult time getting away from the fence. Head's moving a lot slower. The legs are as well. Let's see when he's going to make the decision to try to shoot in and force the engagement. Force the issue. Oh. I saw him set that up too, dude. With the jabs, he did left, right. Or he faded with the jab twice. I forgot if he did it to the right, to the left, but I did see that he just set that up, and then there was a good. Damn, dude, he is not moving over there. That's crazy. Perfect knockout. Perfect placement on that. Ankle to temple. That was nasty. Headshot. Yeah, absolutely. That was nice. That was nice. Yeah, am I gonna get DMC'd for this? I can't tell. I don't think it's that bad. Let me just keep talking. YouTube's supposed to tell me. I want to see the replay. Yeah, this is what I want to see. As I say, yeah, that's what I said. It was the right jabs. Yeah. Ankle to the back of the ear. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good ref work, dude. He saw him. He like. Yeah. Dang. Yeah. That's all it takes is one shot. He checked the kick wrong. Tried to kick it to the body, but that's it. He was setting him up. Yep. That's it. Dang. Just dropped like a sack of bricks. Like a bad habit. Yeah. Yeah. There really is like nothing like it. Is that Dakota? Oh, that's her homie? She won. That's her man. Dang, dude. That was really good.
At the main event championship, infused energy drink.
I know I'm getting DMCA'd on one of these songs. That's why I'm skipping around. I want to see what the pageantry is. Right.
At the main event championship knockouts, left leg goes high, and Fabian Edwards claims his first career belt. A display of class and respect.
That was a really good fight. I didn't touch gloves in the beginning, but hey, it looks like it's all, you know, it was a good fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Keith Peterson stops this fight 1 minute and 28 seconds into round 3 for your winner by knockout. And the 2025 Middleweight PFL World Tournament Champion, the Assassin, Fabian Edwards.
Oh yeah, this was the last fight I have to watch again. We're moving on to the Costello and Steenis fights now.
Eblen, and now he
Is it Steenis or
with an emphatic knockout victory after 2 rough rounds against Joilton.
Yeah, let's hear the man speak. No cauliflower ears. That's interesting. Not a grappler.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your middleweight champion. What an incredible performance that was, my friend. And I've just been told by your superstar brother that it's 3 years to the day that he did the same thing and picked up one of these gold pieces himself. What about that? 3 years to the day. Team headshot dead. That's what I'm saying.
That is team headshot dead. You know what I mean? That is crazy. God's got a funny way to work, you know, and I'm so grateful. You know, last year, October, I lost the championship fight to Johnny. Less than 12 months on, I'm a PFL champ. It's crazy.
I could see the relief in your face, my friend. Look, we've got a screen here. I want you to talk me through this, because from the first round, you were working that inside low kick. Was the game plan the headshot?
You know what? I seen it. I said to my team, I said to my brother, actually, I said, I seen that he likes to pour when he look, same. So I said to him, I'm going to try that shot. Because I do that shot good in the gym. And look, it worked off beautifully.
Now, I'm not going to draw too intense. You just hurt your shoulder, but you're not too bad, right? You're all right? Because we've got a PFL champion over here waiting to come and stand in front of you.
I'm good. Let's go, man.
Let's go. Let's face this up. So we've got the World Tournament champion here and the PFL Middleweight champion here, Costello Van
Really
Steenis.
about to watch.
This is going to be an incredible battle. The assassin Fabian Edwards repping England. Costello Van Steenis representing Spain. We'll be seeing this fight later in the year, ladies and gentlemen, for the PFL Middleweight
Nice and
World
cordial.
title.
Seems like a nice
But
guy.
right now, give it up for your champion of the night, the tournament winner, 2025 Middleweight champion, Fabian the Assassin Edwards.
An impressive performance, really by Rasta and by Edwards. Back and
All right,
forth
on to
between
this
the two
Steenis fights. And let me make sure I'm doing these in order. Babene. I can let the first cage walk play out, and then the second one's going to give me
a pat on the back. That is an awesome moment. And looking at that, I know what's going through their minds, and so do you guys. And it is the moment of truth. Right before you got to make that walk.
3 5-minute rounds at middleweight for a spot at the head of the line.
Ready now to make his way to the cage, Costello, the Spaniard, Van Steenis.
Here we go. Here we go. Formerly trained, by the way, with Gegard Wasauce. That could even be current. I'm just sharing with you guys. Don't forget, if this does lead to Johnny Eblen, it'll ultimately be the student trying to get redemption for the master. It's one of the oldest stories in mixed martial arts, and if there's ever a student you could be proud of that you would want to put forward and have representing your name, you're looking at him. Costello Van Steenis. There is nothing nice about him. He will hurt you with the hands.
As I
He will
said,
hurt you
Van
with the feet.
Steenis.
He will hurt you with the grappling. I have one question, and if you're going to deal with Eblen, it's a fair question for me to ask, which is, can you go championship round?
Mentioning Gegard Mousasi, he talked about Gegard. We can see Gegard Mousasi's brother in his corner. He talks about being brought into that inner circle of the Mousasi camp and really built up by the brothers. You know, you've got one guy, Gegard, who's super laid back, a veteran of mixed martial arts, and then his brother, who's the enforcer of the gym, the guy that nobody tangles with. It's always the guy that you don't see fighting in the cage that everyone else is terrified of. Why is that? He is a scary, intimidating individual, though.
And Costello in the fighter meetings, he told us about something that anyone who's fought their way up to the game probably experienced. And kind of, gyms they're stratified, right? You're the new guy, and then you're someone they start paying attention to, and then you're a guy that's good enough to train with the main guys, and then you become one of the main guys. And he talks about the value in the investment the Mousasi brothers made in him, and in allowing him into their circle, and allowing him to become what he is as a fighter now. And if you have been a fighter yourself, it was something that was easily relatable.
Yeah,
I thought it was really cool to talk about.
Yeah, for sure. It's almost like trying to find your way into the rankings, isn't it? In a gym environment. Like, most people are going to be a good training partner before they're a good fighter.
That's right.
And now to make his way, Gregory
Babene.
I can sit in.
I have to skip his because he's going to give me
You cannot get that analysis. You can't get that anywhere.
That's why I said, you're all right. You can bring Chael to this one. He'll be good in Paris. Tail of the tape. Gregory Babene, as I mentioned, 40 years of age. Costello Van Steenis is 31. Van Steenis is also the taller fighter with the longer arms and legs here.
Okay, Van Steenis with the reach advantage.
All right, keys to victory. So for Van Steenis, he's got to go punches to high kicks. He's very, very flexible. But if he sets them up with his hands, he's going to get his opponent moving away and onto the end of the foot. Elbows in the clinch are going to be very valuable. And he's got really good trips and reaps.
He's over there, he's staring at him. He's like, is he good, bro?
For Babene, early pressure. Get out there, put pressure on him with those hands.
I don't know why he reminds me of like dudes I went to school with. They're just like, can we start? Like he just looks so like he's just.
From Accor Arena,
So unbothered.
Feature a #1 contender fight in the middleweight division as we're set for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing the blue corner at 6'1", weighing in 185.8 pounds. His professional record includes 14 wins, 3 losses. Representing Spain, he's fighting out of Rotterdam, Netherlands, Costello, the Spaniard, Steenis.
Let's see how he fights.
And his adversary across the cage out of the red corner at 6 foot, weighing in 185.
Oh, he's the hometown hero, huh?
Inside the Bellator cage, he's 5-0 with 5 first-round finishes. And as a professional overall, the veteran brings 23 victories, 11 losses, fighting out of Paris, France, presenting Gregory.
Okay.
In charge, your referee, Mike Beltran.
It's Wimby. Oh, and this is the Viking beard dude. That is ridiculous, bro.
Mike Beltran oversee the action. Gregory Babene in the black. Costello Van Steenis in the white.
All right, gentlemen, first round. You ready to fight? You ready to fight? Hell, let's go.
Touching gloves.
To the gloves. Both fighters in the orthodox stance, bouncing Costello Van Steenis.
How are you looking at that saying that that's the orthodox stance, bro? Are we looking at the same mans? This dude, he's out here like channeling chakras or something, bro. What do you mean it's the same? Oh, okay.
He can thunder with those punches.
Yeah, he can.
Ripping them. Eyes on the
Yeah, Steenis is big, isn't he? Yo, him versus Edwards is gonna be pretty. Even Stevens, big dudes for middleweights. Are they middleweights? Is that what you say? Middleweights, yeah.
Good balance, wow.
Ben timed it well.
And there's the body lock.
Wow, look at that. Just pulled right
Okay.
over.
Just dropped him. Van Steenis.
Now Babene.
Van Steenis.
Babene looking for a triangle here. You can see him stuffing that wrist into the crotch. He's going to try and swing his left leg over the shoulder.
I was about to say, that wasn't a tap, right?
Waiting for the opportunity. He's dangerous because he doesn't want to give away his plan, but he needs to keep control of that wrist if he's going to get the triangle.
Okay, so it wasn't Van Steenis dropping him down. It was Babene initiating.
Let that right
some jiu-jitsu stuff. Ooh, okay.
Picks him up and slams
This slam.
Still got to be cautious,
Babene.
especially with that left hand on the mat. There's a vulnerability there. You can see Babene going to control the right wrist again. He's going to try and stuff that down the center line so he can throw that leg over. But I feel like Van Steenis is going to be very much aware of what he's trying to do.
Right hand work and a good elbow here from Van Steenis.
Over the top.
There it is.
There's that triangle.
Ooh, he's got him.
Can he lock it up? Van Steenis is trying to drag himself out of it, and this might be it's not the right way to go. Babene trying to try. Oh, he's out.
Ooh, it is to the north-south.
Back fist is generally the sign of desperation. He twisted just enough and popped out.
North-south here for Costello Van Steenis halfway through round 1.
This is why I'm trying not to put my
Babene
face
just
on.
couldn't quite get to his own shin to clamp his opponent down.
I love how the referees just Van Steenis chilling. Crowd doesn't like it.
Getting Johnny Eblen's take on him, if he was to pull that off, would have been probably a very different reaction from our champion.
You need to be dangerous on your back to fight Johnny Eblen. There's no doubt about it. In 25 minutes, you're going to spend some time on your shoulders. See Van Steenis with that arm between the legs. That's dangerous. He might find himself in a reverse triangle. Now he removes it. Side control here for Van Steenis. He's got the elbow on the brow bone of his opponent. He might start to drop that down here.
Nice wrestling.
Few short shots.
Expect
Babene
peppering
to
him in.
explode very
Yeah, he's
fast in a
trying to get
moment.
control of that wrist.
He needs to try
Stop
and
it.
get that left elbow on the
And he just
inside of the
shouldn't
hip,
have
so he's got some
What's
frames
he
to
gotta
work
do?
with. Trying to
He tried to hip strike?
Bridge, the little bump. So much more difficult to do in MMA when people can hit you in the face.
Van Steenis is threatening this Americana lock.
And something that's interesting, whenever you go for an Americana, the person always has to turn towards the arm, which often exposes their back. Oh, he rushed the mount. Goes back to butterfly guard.
Babene trying to get his legs involved with this fight. Van Steenis passes them to the other side here into side control again.
Yeah, I like he's being proactive with the positioning and the offensive. Yeah, there it is.
That was a much better setup for the mount.
There it is.
Babene stops it. He's trying to get back to a half guard, but Van Steenis
Now
wrestles
he's
through
in position to
again.
do a
with
lot
the
of
knee.
damage.
Now he's taking the back potentially.
I'm starting to get wise to the grappling. I see why it was like that was a super dangerous position, the transition that just happened.
Watch for that right arm to wrap
Now here,
around the
yeah,
neck of Babene.
this mount,
Beautiful work by Babene.
working a little bit of GMP. Right back up to his feet. Get some damage though. Then Steenis spent a lot of gas, so you could tell. Dude, oh man, those are hard hits.
He caught him with that knee, by the way.
It's a good pin for Van Steenis to continue to get some of his gas back and avoid the stick damage. Those hard. Ooh. He's swinging for the fences.
He's still breathing through his nose. Unconcerned, it appears, as he walks back to the corner.
Dang, look at him. He looks annoyed.
He lost some spots.
He doesn't look like he was like. He looks like Van Steenis with more gas from that thing.
I know both of these guys have got a good feel of one another as well. They kind of got an idea of what they're going to do. Van Steenis is really, really nice body lock here. Just draws his elbows in, drives himself into the close guard, and then he's aware of that triangle, even though it was very close. Here's the elbow.
Okay, we'll see how
Nice short shot
Costello
there,
comes
chopping
out
back down with an elbow.
energy-wise.
There's the elbow.
Pretty big deal.
And then we're going to see the triangle attempt. You can see the wrist control there. Babene throws
Good
his
grab.
leg over the shoulder, and he crosses his feet. He doesn't
is this one
manage
gonna
to
be
get a
easy?
hold
Yeah.
of his shin, though, and pull that down to complete the triangle. And here's the mount from side control. Steps over blindsided mount. Very, very nice.
Beautiful technique.
Clever work.
Set for round two, number one middleweight contender bout. Costello Van Steenis, round one. Gregory Babene is in the black trunks.
Second round.
He's the Frenchman who has not lost in a decade. Looking to stay on a hot streak against a hard-hitting Spaniard who drives a front
Yeah,
kick
step
into the
into that,
midsection.
yeah. There's another one.
Gregory, let us know. Yeah, that one landed.
Those kicks are pretty vicious.
See that, Gregory, but thank you.
Some swelling on the side of Gregory Babene's eye there, you can see. Right to the side of his right
And he
eye.
just scream at him? Okay, dude.
Strong jab, sharp kick. Babene answers the low kick. Big John McCarthy, how do we see round one?
Look,
round
Costello.
one definitely goes to Costello Van Steenis. He dominated the round as far as where the fight was going to be. He got the positions, the triangle. It was attempted, but it wasn't close to being completed. He's the guy you're looking at with the 10-9 score.
Change the kick, same time.
Mentioning Costello Van Steenis already has a victory in his career over Fabian Edwards. He also beat Mike Shipman, who we saw victorious earlier tonight in Paris.
He's about to face Fabian Edwards again.
Johnny Eblen, the current
Just a few
Bellator
hours. It's
undefeated
going to be their
middleweight
second time, huh?
champion. What'd you think of round one?
Yeah, definitely have to give Van Steenis. He was dominating the round, staying on top. But at the end, Babene, just throwing some punches, landed a good knee. A little good back and forth on the feet. But I definitely think Van Steenis has the upper hand when it goes to the ground.
You see anything that surprised you?
No, nothing surprised me.
We'll check in with Johnny Eblen again if this fight continues.
Crowd doesn't like it. Wants a little bit more activity.
Swing and a miss there for Gregory Babene. And another.
He's just going too high with these punches. He's going over the top.
I think we're going to see Fabian initiating more in the stand-up. If he gets gassed like that, it might be a little bit of gas. I was seeing
Position with
that.
it being against the fence, he might be better to try
This is
and
a
trim
weird
his hits out
spot.
away from the fence. But you can see the catch on the ankle. Good work by Van Steenis. solidifies that half guard
Completely
position.
passed. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Trying for the Von Flue choke here. Van Steenis has got it.
Wait, he's got a choke? He choked him?
Costello Van
That's it?
Steenis
He got him?
snaps the win streak of Babene.
Just like that, huh?
When I'm this close and I can see the technique being applied, but I can't see the pressure, there's something about that for me.
Why does Tapology say he won in round 3 by head kick? Oh, I'm looking.
I don't see where the pressure comes, and I see the tap by somebody
I was looking at
as
Fabian.
good as Babene. Extra impressive, and I hope
Von
we get to
Flue
hear
choke, round
from
2.
Johnny Eblen one more
Interesting.
time.
So here's
Let's see
the
how you set
takedown.
it
You
up.
can see Van
Yeah.
Steenis is trying to figure out what to do with that butterfly hook. He knows he's got his neck wrapped, so he can't move towards the fence. He gets to his side control. He's got that Von Flue choke in there. Beautiful work. Drives the shoulder, and I don't think it helped that Babene's head was jammed up against the fence either. But that's the Ovin submission right there.
I'm glad you said that. We call it a Von Flue choke. We might as well call it a St. Preux choke because
it's the Von Preux. That's what we should be calling it.
Ovin has more high-level St. Preux chokes than anyone in the game, and Costello Van Steenis.
And here he goes.
Hold that one against Gregory Babene.
So there it is. He throws his left arm over the neck, and then he's able to drive. And you can see Babene has got his left hand caught under the shoulder. With the glove, it makes it even more dangerous and difficult. That is very much an MMA submission. The glove really works against you in that position. A beautiful finish, and look at that pressure.
And an object lesson, Chael, for grabbing a sloppy guillotine or grabbing a lazy guillotine or whatever you want to call it.
I've
Johnny
seen some-
Eblen, Costello Van
Okay,
Steenis
so
made a
Costello's
statement there. What do you think of the
Fabian
Von
before.
Flue, St. Preux, whatever you want
I'm
to
seeing
call
some
it,
really
choke?
solid the grappling and there's some nasty striking on the feet. I don't know if he's initiating we'll see in the next fight. But he's definitely hitting hard.
Just hang out there. So
Like if anything lands, he's gonna be able to drive in afterwards or get some sort of knockdown or something. You know, like he's swinging for the fences hitting hard. But I think Fabian maybe
We got the best
he's fought him before too. I wish I had
tonight. That guy I think is the best middleweight in the
footage
world.
of their first fight.
He's watching on. We'll see him later this year in Bellator Champion Series, defending his title and protecting his undefeated record. Let's take a look at these fight stats. 2 takedowns, 1 in the first round, 1 in the second round for
I'll make
Costello
my
Van
official
Steenis, who just delivered in a very high-pressure moment in a hostile environment. Michael C. Williams will make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, the tap comes by way of a Von Flue choke. Official time, 2 minutes, 16 seconds. Round number 2. He is the winner by submission, Costello, the Spaniard, Van Steenis.
Basking in the booze, Costello Van Steenis doesn't mind being in enemy territory.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I respect really your martial spirit. And
No,
you have a
it's
nice
sportsmanship.
You are very nice. That's why I got scared because I'm like, shit. I don't want the Bane to be nice to me. He was in the left. Yeah. Thank you so much.
He didn't want him to be nice.
Thank you. Good job.
Good fight.
Victor Wembanyama, NBA Rookie of the
Where
Year.
Wemby at?
San Antonio
He's in there?
Spurs. Just launched his new Nike logo and line as well.
Oh yeah, the alien.
Very bright for that guy.
PFL Middleweight strap. Greedy.
You gonna do an interview or? What's it? Yep, this one. Why is it so short? That's
To
never a
get
good
you
sign.
ready for those championship opportunities as lives will change in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Here we are inside the arena. Beautiful facility on the campus of King Saud University. And the first bout, 3 5-minute rounds between Costello Van Steenis
Can't miss the first
and
round.
Dantas.
Oh, look, there ain't nobody in the crowd. Fudge. It's like my stream.
There is Joel Dantas, knockout artist. And a man a lot of people think might be the next big thing out of Brazil. He takes on the savvy
Oh,
veteran.
am I gonna be able, I might be able to get a nap in before the event starts. PFL Madrid's happening. I think it's what,
Dutch origin,
10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
a submission grappler with a violent style. Tail the tape for this first bout of the evening. Steenis, 32 years of age. João Dantas, 28. You can see both of these men are large middleweights, standing over 6 feet tall, weighing in right at the limit.
Oh, yeah, do I have
And a reach advantage on the arms, favoring Costello van Steenis of 1 inch. Saif Al-Naji, the voice of PFL MENA, gets us going.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, in the first middleweight showcase of the PFL World Championship 2024, introducing the fighter from the blue corner. He is currently on a 3-fight winning streak with all 7 of his victories coming by knockout, including 3 KOs in the first round. And he weighs in at 185 pounds, fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, João Dantas. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner is the former PL MMA middleweight champion with a Bellator record of 7 wins and 2 losses, weighing in at 185.9 pounds, representing Spain, Costello, the Spaniard, Van Steenis.
Okay.
And your referee, Derek Hickey.
Derek Hickey will oversee the action inside of our smart cage. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, Randy Couture here cage side, taking you through 16 fights tonight as
16.
lives will change in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Fighter ready? Let's go.
This showcase opportunity at middleweight is all about setting up future opportunities.
Yeah, it's a hard leg kick. 2 of them right on the same spot already. 3, 4, 5, dude. Ow. In his straight jab to like the chest and then another one. Dude, he is swinging hard. Look at Dantas already. He looks affected. Like, yeah, it hurts. He's trying to check him.
And look, with all the knockouts on João Dantas' record, I think it probably is a good strategy to try and chop some of that base down, take away.
Now he's picking with the other leg, same spot.
And of course, the power generation.
Oh, now he's headhutting. He's setting him up. He's going low. Dude, he is just setting him up, going low, low, low. And I feel like I actually that was beautiful. Picturesque the way he set that up. That's why I was just like, wait a second. I was like, I've seen this horror movie before, haven't I? It was like Until Dawn. It was like I picked up that little thing in the forest. And it's like, wait, he's gonna be a head kick. He's setting him up.
You might have thought that Costello van Steenis wanted to take this down and grapple.
I was like, why is it so short? Why is this video so short?
And kicked and chopped, and then brought this upstairs, Randy.
Wow, shin right to the jaw. Perfectly placed.
Shin to chin.
Shuts off the CPU of his opponent.
It shuts down the CPU. Perfect. This is the
Threw a
best way
series of low kicks.
Yeah.
To set that up, and then came right over the
dude,
top
lights
of the shoulder
out.
and guard. Perfectly placed on the jaw. Van Steenis did an amazing job.
Wow. And João Dantas came into this fight 7 wins, 7 of those by knockout. Van Steenis didn't let him get anything going. No offense at all from Dantas. He did not allow his opponent
He didn't throw a strike.
Single meaningful strike, and you saw one right hand attempted by Dantas, but he was already getting kicked in the face as it would have landed.
I think he landed 1 calf kick for however many. I mean, we got the stats there. What, 15 thrown? Like it was just, he was out of the gate straight away. First 15 seconds, hard inside low, outside low kick. It was almost like Dantas felt like, I've got to do something because this guy is just running away with these first few minutes. And he throws that cross and the head kick comes up. Beautiful work by Van Steenis. He came straight over to the commentary booth and he shouted through the fence, I'm going to be the first PFL middleweight champion. And then we'll have to bring in that division for him.
Well, it wouldn't be the first. I just want to clarify that for everyone.
We had middleweights in the very first season of the PFL.
We're missing them, that's for sure. Be good to have a middleweight division again. That was fantastic.
And Costello von Steenis making a...
I'm going to skip ahead to the hand raise. Oh, the other guy is like...
knockout.
Yeah, the brain damage, bro.
Valnaji makes it official.
That, yeah, he like, I'm not even making the joke. Like, he probably does that. But that probably was traumatic.
The fight has come to an end at 48 seconds in the first round. And the winner by KO, representing Spain, Costello, the Spaniard, Van Steenis!
Good job, dude.
Statement made.
Got a full fight here, I'm pretty sure. It should be a war. And I have to skip Eblen's walkout.
Today and closest thing you
Nice
can get to a
mustache.
fight, so should be good work, and it's very important in the preparation process to get good rounds.
He walks forward, tries to hurt guys. He's not scared to get into exchanges. He doesn't get tired, so he's not scared to scramble and take shots and put himself in positions to find fight finishing sequences and things like that. That's the pressure, Johnny Pressure.
We've been working on a lot of grappling, a lot of ability to
Johnny
finish
Pressure, huh?
the
Yeah,
fight.
pressure.
You know, everybody knows about his wrestling prowess. Everybody knows about his striking prowess. I think the next level is really getting the submission game and some of the finishing ability, you know, where we know it can be, right? And you
Yeah,
guys
doing his
saw the
full film
engine
review is
this
gonna
guy
be fun.
got. He gives everything he has in training.
It's the hardest thing I do. Fight two people, go two or three rounds with a guy, switch him out, and fresh guy in. You got to win every round.
Describe what it's like to spar with Johnny Eblen.
Pressure. The nickname fits, bro.
Johnny Eblen going on the attack.
When you see the Johnny looking to win, it's going to be a little bit more concrete and quick.
Oh, and he could not take the power of Eblen.
He's still young, getting better every training camp, getting better every fight. This guy's a real student of the game. I'm excited for the guy. He's going to be on top for a very long time.
High praise from, you know, good source of high praise.
Pressure, bringing the fire. I literally walked with Johnny about 1 minute long, and I could tell he is dialed in, Sean.
Nighttime has fallen here in Cape Town, South Africa. A middleweight world title bout, 5 5-minute rounds presented by the Road to
5-minute rounds.
Eblen and Costello Van Steenis. Van Steenis, the challenger, stepping up. A family affair the fighting is for him as well. His brother, Gino Van Steenis, fighting in our PFL Europe tournament right now. But it is Big Brother with the World Championship opportunity tonight.
The Spaniard Van Steenis, a middleweight name to remember. He sounds like he belongs as the next villain on a James Bond flick.
He really does.
There was nothing nice
It is a
about him. He will hurt you with the hand.
theatrical name, Costello Van Steenis.
He will hurt you with the feet.
Costello is mean in the cage. He's ruthless.
Doesn't matter who is in front of him. Van Steenis, he's got it! There's the toe! Costello Van Steenis! Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time for the main event of the evening. For the PFL Middleweight Championship of the world. So let's welcome our fighters into the cage. Starting first with the blue corner. He's fighting out of the Netherlands. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Spaniard, Costello Van Steenis.
We can watch Costello's walkout, but I have to skip Johnny's because I already did the MCA for Country Road. Which is a shame because I like it.
Jimmy, you talk about the different approaches for these two fighters. Costello Van Steenis wound tightly.
This should be a fight.
A lot of intensity in every interaction that you have with them. I mean, he's just brimming with enthusiasm for this opportunity. Johnny Eblen, so much more casual. The I've been there, I've done that approach. I don't know which one I like better, if I'm being honest, but when you're talking to Van Steenis about the task in front of him tonight, how difficult this mountain will be to climb, he acknowledges it. He just feels like he is equipped to make it happen.
He is, but also, I wouldn't like it if his strategy was, I'm going to take Eblen into deep waters and drown him. I mean, that's Eblen's strength. The intensity you're talking about means I'm throwing a lot in the first couple rounds. He's been hurt before. I'm going to catch him, finish him, use my physical advantages. I like that he's coming in with the attitude he has, because if it were, I'm going to outthink this guy, that would be the wrong strategy.
Johnny Eblen made 3 successful defenses of his Bellator middleweight title. Looking to add a PFL World Championship here in the Champion Series to the collection. And he has plans on defending that one too.
Big right hand. Eblen looking for the takedown. And oh my! Johnny Eblen pulling on the pressure.
Bellator Middleweight World Champion, and he's fighting out of the USA. Please welcome Johnny Pressure Eblen.
I wish I could let that rock. I love that song.
The tape for your main event tonight.
Let's see. Tail tape. 3-inch reach advantage for Van Steenis, even though they're the same height. Interesting. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is 5 rounds for the PFL Middleweight Championship of
5-minute rounds.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's an MMA fighter who stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighed in at 184.6 pounds with a fight record of 16 wins and 3 losses. He's fighting out of the Netherlands. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Spaniard, Costello Van Steenis. And now introducing his opponent. He's fighting out of the red corner. He is a wrestler who stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighed in at 185 pounds and is undefeated with a perfect record of 16-0. He's fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, by way of Kansas City, Missouri, in the USA. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 2024 Bellator Middleweight World Champion, Johnny Pressure
Pressure.
And when the action begins, your referee in charge is Rich Mitchell.
Okay, this be interesting. This be a good frame of reference. He don't touch gloves.
Obey my instructions at all times. You keep fighting till I tell you to stop. Touch gloves if you want. Step
Okay.
back.
He does. This should be good. I was gonna say it should be good frame of reference for Van Steenis versus Edwards, because Eblen just fought both of them twice.
5-minute rounds. As this is a world title fight for a brand new PFL Champ Series belt.
Costello Van Steenis, he has a chance in this fight. Most people think it is in the first 3 rounds.
Already really active with the feints is Eblen, and then Van Steenis goes for a shoot.
First move was to reach forward and try to grab a hold of Johnny Eblen.
Good job pummeling in, getting the body lock.
Steps back.
Steenis already looks like he's respecting the power.
One thing about Johnny Eblen, he doesn't like a blind takedown. He likes to set it up with his striking, just like that. Steenis has to have success in the kickboxing to stifle the wrestling of Eblen.
Calf kick from Eblen. And now he is coming in behind those strikes.
Yeah, Steenis was reacting heavily to the feints and
getting the takedown, be in these wrestling positions, these static positions.
Strike strong.
Can wear down the bigger Steenis.
Like I said, just respecting the power. He knows that Eblen can knock you out. Hits hard.
Head position from Johnny Eblen, preventing Costello Steenis along with that underhook.
This is the kind of beautiful transition to the double leg. Steenis can stop this with a body lock. That's impressive.
Instead, he gets lifted and he connects right into side control of Johnny Eblen. Now, he told us in the fighter meetings he's been getting a lot more finishes on the ground with his jiu-jitsu.
Arm triangle already a possibility. He can sneak over to the other side. He has the arm trapped with his head.
Big pressure here from Johnny Eblen. Steenis elbowing to the thigh.
Get that right arm involved.
Eblen's trying to pass his right leg out from between the legs of Costello Steenis.
Let's get our knee to the floor. Yep, walk the hips, get our knee to the floor, Johnny. Good.
Steenis had to reach up with his right hand just to address the shoulder pressure.
Watch the back of the head there, Costello.
Exactly the kind of fight that Eblen is the master of.
Wearing those ribs down.
Putting pressure on, putting good weight,
Eblen doing a good job.
chest to chest in half guard.
It's gonna be 90 degrees today. What the heck? Oh my
I mean,
man.
it's nasty enough. You can see big breaths. The veins bulging out on the forehead of Costello Steenis just from that forward and downward shoulder pressure, as Eblen now steps with the instep to try to open up that guard and get his right leg free.
There is no bad build for MMA, but you have to fight for the build you have. And Costello Steenis, muscular and explosive.
This guy said there's no bad thing for MMA. I don't know. I've seen some videos that talk about there's some unfortunate disadvantages you can have physiologically. There's definitely some advantages you can have. Thick, short neck, big hands, long arms, all that stuff. Big nose, big nostrils, so you can take big old deep breaths. Aerate those muscles. This is a rough first round. This is a rough start for Steenis.
Can't see from here how deep anything is. He's not committing his hips to it yet.
Steenis trying to build a base here. Eblen abandons the hooks.
Okay. So we're seeing potentially some issues for Steenis in the wrestling as well against Edwards.
Steenis again, turtling up.
Take your shots, Johnny.
Left hand from Johnny Eblen working methodically.
Every one of these shots, either not getting through clean or taking energy out of Costello Steenis.
Great position for Eblen here, able to score with elbows. All of his shots look like they hurt so much, dude. They able to generate so much power from whatever position he's in. His big old heavy hands. Steenis is just getting hurt. You can see a judge scoring this one 10-8. Oh, okay, wait up. The reversal, get out of there. He needs to be on his feet at the end of the round.
One leg kick to finish, perhaps. And another for Costello Steenis. Round 2 to come. Little mouse under the right eye of Costello.
Touching gloves at the end as well. Nice to see.
Good chance. First round. Trying to defend this double leg with the body lock around the waist.
Really good first round for Eblen. He almost scored 10-8. Yeah, big slams, couple of takedowns, a lot of top control, A lot of strikes.
Textbook jiu-jitsu
Elbows
pressure
and
on
everything.
top, dealing with half guard. Put the shoulder in, keep your opponent flat. And this was the Grammy roll that was successful. Able to lock the wrist and roll through.
But not with Steenis to get up.
That was exactly the kind of first round he wanted. The thing about swelling, Sean, as you all know, it doesn't get better. As the fight goes on, it gets worse. There's already some swelling in round number 1 around the eye of Costello and Steenis.
Round 2 set to begin on an historic night here in Cape Town, South Africa. We started our heavyweight tournament. Our PFL Africa.
Nice straight right from Costello. Trying to follow in after the jab. Okay, he's willing to stand and strike a little bit. Wasn't just shooting for some sort of takedown to start off this round.
Showing that front kick a couple of times.
Eblen this time getting the pin. That's how he started last round. There's another. Wow, he just ragdolled him.
Easy high cross.
Not even a minute through round number 2. One of the things, Sean, is that you're facing the superior wrestler. You just want to make them go to that second or third effort and expend some gas on every takedown. That's just too fast for that to happen. You're the bigger guy. You want to carry your weight for a minute. Johnny Eblen had to carry it for about 10 seconds.
Going for some GMP.
Posturing up here in the loose guard of Costello Van Steenis. Trying to score with some of these elbows.
So one crowd. Aye, aye, aye. Is that Ice Spice?
Sucks the hips of Van Steenis back out away from the cage.
Van Steenis, a tough spot. Take a deep breath. Yeah, nowhere near anywhere close to done with the round, dude. 3.5 minutes left to go. I think you saw that on the clock. Gonna have to work a lot. Dude, I liked so much of what I saw in Eblen in the promo material about how he said that it's just like, oh yeah, we just like spar and then like spar one dude and then spar another fresh dude. It's like, okay, this guy's a gamer. He just likes to be very prepared. Let's see what Van Steenis can do here. This is another bad start to this round. He's carrying so much weight. He's going to be exhausted. Okay. He's hopped on his back. Oh, no, he did nothing. Slipped it. Back to a mount.
That can be so demoralizing.
Not a good sign, I was about to say, because, you know, briefly,
2.5 minutes left.
Eblen just able to really easily out-scramble Van Steenis. The problem is you're not.
So I don't know if Edwards is going to be as strong as Eblen in these situations. Like both Van Steenis and Edwards are both like tall, kind of lengthier for this division, but Eblen's compact.
The thought process is correct for Van Steenis. As soon as he gets close to this cage,
Am I just talking down to my ass? They're the same height.
some elevation, but Johnny Eblen shelves the right leg of Costello Van Steenis. If he can't connect that,
But it still seems like there's a strength disadvantage. Because you're seeing he's getting ragdolled. And he looks frustrated, like I'm not sure what to do. Come on, man. You got 2 minutes. I'm not sure if Edwards is going to give him that kind of trouble. Tried to throw him. Didn't really do it. Eblen staying on top.
it's a problem for everybody, and you know how deep that camp is.
They're sneaking through and catching him.
Taking a breath.
Eblen is just...
To work here in round two. able to explode up. There's got to be measured when he gets this fight back to where he wants it. Costello Van Steenis.
He's like readjusting everything, taking deep breaths, back forth. Yeah, it's still a nasty front kick, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter seeing how gassy he is. It's like everything he's swinging is still got a lot of malice behind him. A lot of damage that could be inflicted.
Into a takedown for Johnny Eblen.
Going guillotine. Crank on the stairs, but not deep enough to finish. Right in front of us, he's not locked in good position.
Eblen is safe in this position. Rather than expending the energy for
That's the thing out.
just back his way out.
Okay, Johnny Eblen was showing a little bit of gas. Showing a little gas. Not as much as Van Steenis. But both of them obviously exhausting each other. Third round.
Just breathe. You're controlling him everywhere.
Yeah, it's 2-0, Johnny. The first round's probably 10-8. That one's more like 10-9.
Not really able to hear much from the corners, but this fight is going how Johnny Eblen planned for it to go. Sat the gas tank a little bit, get Costello Van Steenis tired in rounds 1 and 2. Pursue a finish as you get into the later rounds. Costello Van Steenis, you see how aggressively the corner is working, trying to get the blood out of his arms, trying to get the wind back into his lungs. There's an early acknowledgement here from that Van Steenis.
Let's go, guys. Finish it.
Things are not going their way.
Johnny Eblen breathing very hard as well. The important thing to keep in mind, he says, I've been there before. I know how to get it back in ways my opponent does not. Impa is tired. He's found a way to keep pushing forward in every other fight.
Well, there's a difference between being tired and having it drastically affect your performance and being tired because you push. Johnny Eblen right now is tired because he's pushing.
And also gas and
Okay, let's see
recovery
Costello.
are not the same thing. Eblen does have excellent recovery.
Steenis fainted the
Nice
right
move defensive.
throw that roundhouse high kick. Eblen just backed away.
Ooh, the front kick.
Up the middle.
But then he got caught with the straight.
Right up the middle.
Steenis snuck through. That has been the best strike for Costello Van Steenis, that calf kick, which of course is very fashionable weapon. High kick just slaps some sweat off the face of Johnny Eblen.
He really wants to land with that high roundhouse.
Back up like that.
He's got knocked out with it before.
First real defense of a takedown.
Well done by Costello Van Steenis, especially here in the third round. It looks like he's experiencing some fatigue.
Yeah, clearly.
Here's a blast double
Unable
attack
to.
by Johnny Eblen.
Oh, he just sprawled away from the pin. The shoot, the takedown attempt gets pinned. Has a pretty decent pace. Eblen taking a second to recover. He's got to figure out what his attempt at this takedown is. Costello's hand down there to block some knees. The break, bottom, overhand left. And then the knee. But Costello's still coming forward. That push kick. There's another one.
Boxing we've seen so far in this fight. Couple of good takedown defenses. Nice combination from Van Steenis.
The kick was partially blocked, but he's getting more encouragement with every
Got caught with the left
movement
hook
he can
there.
stay on his feet.
Oh, was that an elbow on that?
Now he's after a takedown in earnest.
Does he have his head?
Over the top for the guillotine.
No, he's trying to slip it out.
Submission over straight on defense.
Van Steenis right in front of his own corner, where the
Right in
elbow
front of the
is
PFL title, right there.
coaching him through this grappling exchange.
Van Steenis was starting to have success on the feet, not end up in these positions.
I'll tell you what, this position, he's got to feel like is a small victory.
Yes.
Travis Brown elbow, good work
Yeah, that was good work.
So far, a pretty good third round for Van Steenis.
If he can get back out to distance, I think he was having some success, maybe even winning those exchanges. Of course, you never know how judges are going to score those things. Problem with trying to get away from Johnny Eblen is you're going to have to put in a lot of effort just to get some space.
Got to stay busy here, gents. Stay busy. It's your first warning. Let's go. Johnny,
So
fingers out of that cage.
He dock points for inactivity, or are you just gonna move him? I've never heard it said like that. It's a warning. Okay. Tried to slip down and grab the leg. Steenis with the defense. From his back. Ooh. He's on his back. Yeah. But he got caught with a heel. So yeah, he's gonna take a second to recover, it looks like.
Here we go, wrestle here. We gotta wrestle here. Take that base. Yep. 40 seconds.
He's looking around, taking a breath, catches some punches. Now he's dodging. Trying to keep his base with his arms. Yeah. That just slide back on his back.
And Steenis closes the guard. Eblen will work from inside it.
Watch your head on the way down there, Johnny.
No headbutting.
Body lock on the bottom now for Costello Van Steenis. Might limit Eblen's posture just a bit, but it locks you in place as well on bottom.
Stop.
We head into the championship rounds here in Cape Town, South Africa.
A better third round than a lot of people would expect.
Where's all that blood coming from?
Sit up, let the lungs breathe. Bad position in round 1 and 2. It still has energy in round
Yeah, I mean, it's still
good sign
Costello.
Steenis fan.
I mean, it's still Van Steenis. Yeah, Eblen. That's 3-0.
At a distance, finally showing some kickboxing.
Yeah, connecting a little bit with the high.
They still hurt.
Yeah.
Full power kick. Eblen wisely going to the rest.
We're not able to get out of the way of them. They're blocking. They're gonna add up.
Johnny, you can take your time, brother. You can take your time.
Steenis throwing everything he's got.
Right on the feet.
Big back fist, mostly forearm to the stampede of Johnny Eblen. And that's an effective strike. So a better round for Costello Van Steenis, but I still don't think maybe a winning round for Costello Van Steenis.
Exactly. You got to worry about what they call comparison rounds.
Oh yeah, no, it's all 10-9 so far for Johnny.
Still feel like it's still won. It's just closer than the previous two.
Sean O'Connell and Jimmy Smith here in Cape Town. World title fight in front of us. Costello Van Steenis working behind some strikes, trying to find an opening in the defense of Johnny Eblen.
This is where Eblen expected to dominate. Championship rounds. And Steenis still showing a lot of snap with his strikes.
You got to give him credit. He looked like he was.
Johnny caught him with that overhand right, countering that calf kick.
Talk about boosting gas and recovery.
Showing a lot of respect to the feint.
Van Steenis has recovered very, very well.
Just ate a big right hand from Johnny Eblen as they both threw the overhand at the same time.
Important thing to keep in mind, Johnny Eblen said he's a better finisher than I am. I acknowledge that. Van Steenis only needs one. Eblen on the feet needs a sustained attack.
And I think the calculus might have changed a little bit for Johnny Eblen as well.
Nice calf kick.
Knocked Eblen all the way off the feet.
Able to get back up to his feet before anything too bad happens. But yeah, it's gonna inspire some confidence.
Also a little cut above the left eye of Johnny Eblen.
Okay, the shoot, double change. Got the single leg. Got a pretty good hook on there. connected.
And Steenis again pulling up.
Taking a breath and deciding your next move.
Body not in the right posture, hips not in the right posture. Trying to get Johnny Eblen chest to chest with him.
Still, just a big dude. It's hard to lift him up. Maybe your position's better. Saw on the tape. They weighed in the same, but I'm telling you, Costello and Steenis certainly the bigger man tonight.
Oh yeah, when they dehydrate. I bet there's a 10 or 15 pound difference at least. A lot of damage showing now on the face of Johnny Eblen. And the K-Town crowd enjoying the effort from Costello and Steenis, who's winning this round, Jimmy.
Right.
He is.
Taking the deep breaths afterwards, though.
Good combinations. Looks like Eblen is the one fading a bit.
You can tell both of them tired, just initiating with the crashing. There's the combination. Okay, Steenis digging deep. Feeling the confidence. Yeah, there's one for him. Back to the fence. There's the shoot. What does Johnny have? Good recovery spot for him. Take a breath. And then when he gets his strength, he can go for another slam, go for another double leg. He has hits. I can't tell. It doesn't look like his right hand is in a good spot. It looks like it's just on his hip, on Van Steenis' hip. Use your position. Yeah, you tell that, man. You do something. You want.
They need a finish or a 10-8 round to win this.
He needs to be very careful on what he does with the squeeze here on Johnny Eblen's neck, because it looks like the fatigue equation is evening out.
Enough of that.
Can't gas his arms out.
Crashing back in. Not.
That takedown attempt.
Yeah, no, the hands aren't in the best spot. No, does he have a? He's got a single leg.
Eblen almost just wrestling for position here.
Readjusting.
Clinching for a takedown and clinching for a rest are two different things.
He said use it if you want to keep it. Otherwise, he's going to separate him. Eblen's not. The ref isn't liking Eblen's activity here.
Second warning, Johnny. Use your position.
Lift attempt there from Eblen. Good knee up the center from Van Steenis. He's got the angle if he wants to get
that
out.
nasty elbow.
Body kick.
Van Steenis, yeah, he's still pushing forward. Johnny had to do something or else the ref was going to separate him anyway, so here we are.
What a gutsy performance from Costello Van Steenis. Easy to get discouraged after those two first rounds. Came on stronger.
Yeah, he's still down 3 rounds. And even now, he was still scored this round for Eblen.
So far here in the fourth. And look at all the blood on Johnny Eblen. Cut in the hairline, cut around the eye.
That's a lot of damage there for Van Steenis. Ooh, that hit it. Okay. Actually, no, I think yeah, no, after this flurry. You might get, I don't know, man. Depends on how the judges look at it. It's like, you think just control time and like, look at him. Look at the body language. You can score that for Van Steenis. He definitely had much more significant strikes. And Johnny's control time wasn't, he didn't get that much value in. You can tell, man, look at the damage. Those first 2 rounds were definitely Johnny, but now it's turning. Look at that.
Beautiful stuff. Takes the balance right away from Johnny Eblen.
That's a good one. The timing on it is perfect. Wow. Yeah. Great left.
Costello Van Steenis
Jab.
has got energy from looking at Johnny Eblen's face.
That's a straight right. There you go. Another one. And then the body, the push kick to the body is nasty. Up against the fence.
Landed clean. And he's got to dig deep in round 5.
The way he throws that push kick, pretty nasty.
Costello Van Steenis in the black. Johnny Eblen in the green. Sean O'Connell, Jimmy Smith.
Special gloves.
How incredible would this be if Van Steenis is able to pull this off, not just against the undefeated
He's still
Johnny,
down 3 rounds.
do it in the late rounds that everyone thought Johnny Eblen would own. Right now, say, that same intensity in the eyes of Costello and Steenis that we've seen all week.
Yeah, he looks pretty. Looks composed and confident. He doesn't look more tired than he already looked in the third. Okay, there was a deep breath right there. Oh, he's connecting. A couple of them. Ooh. Yeah. I like this. As soon as Johnny starts to circle away from the punches, he throws that push kick. Oh, yeah, he threw a spinning thing, and there's Johnny's side opportunity. He got his back. Got a slam. Oh, but the roll. The mat work. Oh. Wait. Oh, they're fighting for control of that leg.
Says he's been working on his submission game, but how good his twister is.
Nasty elbows to my thigh.
He has the one hook in right now.
Ow. Oh, that's making mine hurt. That's not even me feeling it. His daggers in the thighs.
Good move by Eblen. Still hard to out-scramble the guy in round 5.
And Costello, again, a miscalculation, stopping his motion there, with Eblen kind of out to the side. Had to keep going if he was going to get out.
Okay. Power half Nelson on the right side.
Better. Long way to go, 3 minutes. Crowd doesn't like it. The crowd is incredibly intolerant. The boo birds.
This is where the experience and the fight IQ of Johnny Eblen have come into play so many times. He's undefeated.
I don't know, man. Getting his power back.
After he gets in trouble,
He got one of Johnny's wrist.
to hang on.
I look at the ground strikes.
Kasanganay hurt him. Fabian Edwards hurt him in the second fight.
He's out.
Both of those, but Costello Van Steenis.
That cut on Johnny's head with the hairline is pretty nasty. How many times am I going to say pretty nasty? I'm almost at the end of the stream. This is the last fight I have for y'all. Appreciate y'all clicking on the video, hanging out with me. Be sure to check out PFL mobile app if you want to watch Costello Van Steenis take on Fabian Edwards and AJ McKee take on Ádám. Why am I blanking on the names? Ádám Borics. He's nasty. I just said I need to stop saying nasty too. 2 minutes left to go. Is the ref going to separate them here? He's been saying use the position, but now Johnny just looks like he's just actually listening to him. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like the way the body language is and like how his arms are drooped there. It's just like he's in a recovery position. Yeah, see, the ref is not having it.
Hasn't enough to break it up. Eblen once again trying for that double leg lift.
Trying to lift Costello again, unable to do it. Trying to work him away from the fence and then drag him down. Good wrestling. They're right there, sitting right next to the cage, taking the pictures. Oh, she just live streamed straight up. Just over a minute left to go, 70 seconds. Well, it's looking like Eblen's going to be able to close it out, right? 4 rounds to 1. It's 3 rounds so far.
And right now, Eblen's doing just enough to keep it where it is. Short punches. Now trying to improve his position, which is what the rule says you have to do. Grammy roll again. This time able to get it. Now almost taking the back. 40 seconds left. Both hooks in. What a comeback this would be.
Damn, he got quick. He's looking pretty good. He's got a tight body triangle. Yeah, he's carrying a lot of weight. He's got 30 seconds to work.
His arm is underneath the chin.
He got him? Wait, he's got a choke. Dude, he has a choke. It's in deep, dude. Dude, he got him. He's out. Wow, he refused to tap. Damn, out in the shield. I can't believe we got him. He came back at the end. That was like Anderson Silva versus Chael Sonnen, bro. He choked him out right at the end after losing the whole fight. What the heck? Wow, the buzzer beater. That's like actually. Dude, the old dude sitting right there is flabbergasted. That's a really cool shirt.
And the
He said, wow. I'm like, wow, too.
I'm seeing tears.
That's crazy.
Tears in this audience.
What an ending. The dude's a warrior.
Sensational. Unbelievable. What an effort by the Spaniard, Costello Van Steenis.
One of the greatest efforts we have ever seen in the cage. If Eblen stays conscious for another 10 seconds, he retains.
Wow.
Jimmy, all week long we talked about how Costello Van Steenis, if he was going to win,
I think he takes it. He's already beaten Fabian before, right?
or round 2, or maybe even round 3.
Yeah, they fought before and then went to decision.
That he could prevail
Back in 2020.
in the championship rounds. That is not his game.
Since then, Fabian has gone like 5-3. No, never mind.
100,000%.
He's on 3
No
fight.
fluke, no lucky punch. He got the position late and showed heart.
Fabian was unable to beat Johnny in 2 fights, 2 tries. Costello was able to take him down in the first one. Take the championship, bro.
I will quote the great Shaquille O'Neal. Forgive me, Costello Van Steenis.
I want to sleep on it. I don't want to make my decision.
If you didn't know
I'll see you guys on the verdict app. There's literally blood on the camera.
knocked off one of the best.
How metal is that? Ole, ole, ole. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and let the video play out until the end, and then once the video ends, I'm gonna end the stream. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. If you're still here. You clicked on the video. I appreciate you, all that good stuff. Make sure to check out the PFL mobile app and get to the fight library and watch a whole lot of fights without me yapping over it, half asleep. Figure out a way to watch PFL Madrid that is happening in just a few hours. Probably be able to catch it on the ESPN mobile app.
Of stopping this at the right time.
Other things. What else do I got for you? There's going to be another event happening. Johnny Eblen is going to be fighting in Pittsburgh, I believe it is. Next week, we're going to be doing a film review for him and the other co-main eventers. So, yeah, that's going to be a good time. Yeah.
Eyes wide shut. Great job from the ref.
And if you're watching the VOD, click on another video or something. Oh, no, man. Like I said, I'm on like no hours of sleep. Should have been to sleep. I appreciate you. Click on the video. Hope y'all are doing good out there. Enjoy the fights, enjoy the hostilities. That's all I got for you. I'm gonna let it play out.
Have gone through everything with him.
I know.
What a moment of elation for them.
The Van
Family,
Steenis
friends, all behind him.
celebrating. That's his brother, Gino. They live together. They train together. What a moment for Costello Van Steenis. It cannot be overstated. The grit, the determination, the self-belief, and to do it with 10 seconds left. We send it into the cage to the Duke one last time tonight in Cape Town, who will make a world championship bout official.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us in the cage right now to give away the belt is the CEO of PFL, Mr. Peter Murray. We now go to the results, ladies and gentlemen. Referee Rich Mitchell stops this bout 4 minutes and 51 seconds into round number 5, declaring the winner by submission with a rear naked choke and the new PFL Middleweight Champion.
What was that? What is this crowding, bro? What is this? He ain't gonna let the dude put the shirt on. Ain't nobody putting the belt on him, bro. What are they doing, bro? What is it? PFL Madrid happening in a few hours. Check it out. Check it out.
A gold belt to add to the collection for Costello Van Steenis, and he earned it. Jimmy Smith is in the cage with the winner.
How does it feel, not just to win, but you said, I have my name the Spaniard because I'm a gladiator, I'm a warrior. You won that with 10 seconds left to go in the final round. How does it feel?
Hey, put me in the Sharks. Put me with the killer whales. Fucking put me in the Apex with Johnny Eblen. I'll be 1-2, man. But from a limited edition side.
How did it feel round after round? Tough round number 1, tough round number 2. It seemed like you got stronger as the fight progressed. Is that how it felt?
Hey, nobody's as strong as Johnny in the first and second round. Strongest guy I've ever trained, I'll train fucking fought with. But man, everybody's got a gas tank, so do I. But I gave my life for this shit, man. 12 years in the professional business, started really young, made some mistakes. 16-3, but if you see them 3 losses, man, it was just too early for me. So I was fighting legends. Well, I guess I'm a fucking legend now, am I?
Talk me through the end of that fight. You were in bad position, transitioned out, took the back, and it was tight immediately. What was going through your mind?
Hey, what was going through my mind? I'm the son of my dad. My dad is a fucking warrior, and warriors create other warriors. Well, I guess we're a family of warriors, man. My dad, my brother, and me.
Last thing I have to know, how much was this crowd behind you? They were screaming from the middle of the fight. How did it feel?
Hey, how did it feel? Brother, I am American. I am South African. I'm from Cape Town now, man. I'm the king of Cape Town. And you guys are right next to me. We're all the same. And we're all kings in this division and in the city. Fucking love this place, man. I'm coming back for holiday in December.
You heard it. Give it up for the king of Cape Town. Wow.
The king of Cape Town, the king of the moment, certainly. Costello Van Steenis. An unbelievable performance. Just when you thought it was too little, too late. I mean, I literally said, I don't think you could rear naked choke Johnny Eblen when you're this sweaty, this late to fight. And he said, oh yeah, watch this.
It's the idea that he did it in the toughest way possible after a fight that in the beginning was not going his way against an opponent who just had to make it to the final bell. He was able to turn it on, get the position, and turn out the lights of one of the best middleweights in the world. If you scripted this as a Costello Van Steenis fan and wrote this out, I wouldn't have believed it, but it happened in real life.
I want to know what the odds were on a Costello Van Steenis submission victory against Johnny Eblen.
In round 5. In round 5. I'll triple your money. I'll give you 5-1.
That had to be an 8,000 to 1 bet. I hope there's someone in the world that placed it and cashed, because what a moment for Cape Town, for African mixed martial arts, for us in the PFL, and most importantly, for a young man, Costello Van Steenis, who just proved that he needs to be reckoned with, not only in the first round, Jimmy, not only in the second and third, not only when it's knockout time, but everywhere in a fight, at least up until those last 10 seconds.
The idea, of course, is that people built like Costello Van Steenis shouldn't be able to do what he did in the time that he did it. And he showed that he isn't just technical, he isn't just strong, he doesn't just believe in himself. He's that physical freak that can do things other guys can't with his size and his build. Absolutely incredible. When I was in there interviewing him after he won, I kept thinking, I can't believe I'm looking at a middleweight right now. He is gigantic, and yet had gas for round 5. Last 10 seconds of round 5.
Let's make history.
And that is something, by the way, for all of you at home, that you don't rise to the occasion. Right? You don't rise to an occasion. If you're going to do that late in a championship fight, it means you had to sacrifice night after night, morning after morning, day after day. You had to put in the work so that your muscles have the oxygen, so that your muscles have the energy to pull off that squeeze. so that you can ask your body to do that one last thing for you. If you haven't put in the time and the preparation, it just fails you. And Costello Van Steenis earned that moment with his training camp, with all the training camps he put in up to this. And you heard him in the post-fight interview. He says, look, I made some mistakes earlier in my career, but now he is 17-3. He's got 8 submission victories, including one over Johnny Bleepin' Eblen. The man is a world